it. The finish line and you'll make it, don't you let it get you down. Just keep getting up. It down. Just keep getting up when you hit the ground. Gotta be real with it. Never give up, never, never give up. Never give up, never, never give up. It's gonna be hard, but you can take it. Want you to cry, then you will fake it. Give it a beat and you will shake it. The finish line and you'll make it, don't you let it get you down. Just keep getting up when you hit the ground. Don't you let it get you down. Just keep getting up when you hit the ground. Gotta be real with it. Never give up, never, never give up. Never give up, never, never give up. Never give up, never, never give up. Never give up, never, never give up.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of love. I don't know if I'll make it home. I don't know, not like I care. All I know, turn up this phone. Only know I want the best of us. So I dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay. That dance the night away, no matter what they say. Dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay. That dance the night away, no matter what they say.
Arabic with man's housewife, I wouldn't work out.
Feel me.
Shake it up.
Yeah, feel me. You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me. You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up. Shake it out. 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 Ooh, yeah. Shake it out. 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 Don't care, cash got cars. No lean on my cars. Carhartt on my heart. Tattoo on my scars. Tattoo my new scars. My life has been hard. See me in the light. I was in the dark. I wake up, I send it. I wake up, I spend it. I drive Chevy, no Benzes. See me sliding, I tenant. My house, yeah, I own that. Your house, yeah, it's rented. Started where the flow at. Now I top the building, yeah. Feel me? You feel feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a milli, yeah. Feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door, shake up the building, yeah. Shake it up, 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 shake it up. Ooh, yeah. Shake it up, 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 shake it up. On trips, I never trip. No. Shoulder gotta chill. Yeah. My best friend, my chick. My best friend gon' whip. My best friend, she pull up with a stick. My best friend, she pull up, then she skirt off and we dip. Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a milli, yeah. Feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door, shake up the building, yeah. Shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Ooh, yeah. Shake it up, 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 shake it up.
Get a life. Disgusting.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi. Oh, I've got 44 people in here waiting desperately to see me. Oh, my God, I feel so loved. Thank you so much. I have been gone a little bit, I know. Look, I will explain what happened, but I don't really want to explain because I know some people are sensitive to certain informations. So I'm going to try and be as non-descriptive as possible. Why can't I hear myself? Why can't I hear myself? Wait. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, something's going wrong. Oh, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I need to hear the video. I don't need to hear myself. Oh, my God. Look, it's early, all right? I've been up since 3:30 and it is now 6:30 in the morning for me. Okay. I was just all discombobulated. All right. Okay. So, all right. So what happened was that, yes, I had a slight side effect I have a side effect that I still have to deal with from my weight loss surgery. Sometimes my tummy is very sensitive to things and it won't warn me ahead of time. And I will wake up from the deepest of deep sleeps and I'll need to dash to the bathroom for the things that come from the mouth part. And it is very different from when before the surgery. It was, put it this way, it absolutely destroys my throat. It makes me quite congested and chesty and coughy. I lose my voice. It's very painful and I avoid it at all costs. Like I feel the after effects for like a full day and a bit afterwards, especially if it's quite bad. It's random and I don't know what causes it. It just happens sometimes. And yeah, I'm okay now though. I'm fine. I'm recovered. My throat's feeling way better. It's still a little bit gravelly, but I'm feeling much better. I just take some Gaviscon afterwards, brush my teeth, go and have a bit of a lie down and just wait for it to go away. Yeah, that's it. But it does knock me around a bit. And that's why I think a lot of us after weight loss surgery really avoid overeating because we do not like to throw up. So yeah, it comes from your soul. It's that kind. But that's it. I'm fine. Nothing wrong with me. I'm all good. Hello, the Queen. Hello. So I'm just going to say hi to everybody that's in here. We've got Dawn. Oh, look, first things first. Who was first? Who is an eager beaver? It is Sour Cats Lemons. Were you waiting here since last night? Since I cancelled my 10:31. I'm so sorry. I organised it and then the husband was like, oh, I'm getting tired. I've got to go to bed. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because he has to get up for work really early in the morning. So I was like, look, I won't, because my streaming room's right next to our bedroom. And I didn't want to disturb him with all my talking and laughing and carrying on. So I cancelled that one so he could go to sleep, calm down. I'm like, I'll just reschedule it for the morning. He's gone to work now so I can be loud and whatever I want now. So that was simply just because I didn't want to disturb him. If he was going to be awake up watching TV, not a problem. But he was going to bed, so I had to be considerate. I can't rule the house with an iron fist, And I've got the day off today because look, my secret squirrel thing present project was supposed to be delivered yesterday. The courier said it was to be delivered yesterday when someone was home. My husband had not gone back to work yet. He was home all day and I was at work. So someone was here to get delivery of the thing. Well, it never came. So last minute, I had to call work and say, look, and I was honest, I didn't lie. I said, I have got a special thing arriving at my house and no one's going to be there. And this special thing is kind of large and it's Christmas and there's porch pirates. I don't have a porch. I have a front door, but porch pirates are going to be roaming around looking for cool looking presents. And mine is a cool looking present. So look, can I see if I can get someone to cover me so I can be home to take delivery of this item? And I'm like, yep, cool, no problems. We'll sort it out. So I've got the day off. My husband texted me about an hour and a half ago. It's in transit. It's coming today. So I'm going to see when I can get it completed. And then I'm going to show you what the big surprise is. I'm so excited. I'm literally bursting out of my skin. It's so good. It's so, so good. Okay. So I'm keep trying to keep an ear out for the door and I'm trying to do all that stuff as well. So let me go back to say hello to everybody. Oh, I'm still a bit coffee. Okay. Okay, Sage, Moonface Pondu, Mindful Edna. Hello, Edna. I love that name, Edna, actually. I have a thing for old Victorian names like Ruby and Esme. I love them. I think they're beautiful. Tangled Bliss, Cambie. Hi, Cambie. Sarah Marie. There's me. Jody. Hi, Jodes. Ghost, Mary Meat. Deb. Is Bev here? No, Bev's not here yet. Bev on the replay. I am making the rendang today. I may not be making the veggie things, but I'm definitely going to be making the beef rendang. I've got the meats. I've got the ingredients. It's happening today. I've looked at the recipe. I figured it out. It's basically just like a beef casserole stew, but just with like Malaysian and Thai flavors. It's basically kind of the same thing, but just a different flavor palette, and you have it with rice instead of potatoes. So I think I'll be able to manage it. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Hi, Dot. Hello. I honestly do not think Chantel is going to have anything to do with Nada. I think Nada's done. I don't think she cares about Nada. She's tasted the sweet life with Sala. I think she's going to try and get as far away from the Nada situation as possible. If I'm wrong, oh my God. It would be a plot twist for me, but maybe there's plenty of people in the community that still think she's like there. She could be. She's a duckling. That's the beauty of Foodie. If you follow lines of logic and go, nah, she'd never. She turns around and does that exact same thing. And you're like, oh my God, my intuition's completely out. She's hard to read because she's completely all over the place. So you never know what she's going to do. Hi, Cara. Oh, you caught a light. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you do them at different times. Different people are available. This is why my ragamuffin lifestyle of random live streams without any real predictable schedule makes it more fun. I know some people hate it, but it just makes it more fun, right? You just never know when I'm going to pop up. Okay. Charity, Detective. No, look, he's been I think he's doing this on purpose. Like, I'll tell you something after. Callie Cat, hi, Becca Boo, Nirvana, hi. Okay, BVDB41. Okay, I'm gonna try and say this. Balwina. Is that how you say it? Balwina? I hope it's right. Tell me if it's wrong or do it phonetically in the chat and I'll try and say it correctly. I'm tired of Chantel, but she's in Canada. But I do have some Ambie. I have some Ambie and I have some Katina today eats kilo. So that's what we're watching. I am Lynn. Hi. No more GERD. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm always going to have issues with the GERD. I think it's just sometimes I got to drink more water. I think just sometimes I don't drink enough water and my reflux just goes nuts. And when I drink lots of water, it's fine. So I just think it was maybe I was a bit dehydrated. Okay. You think Salad will try and she won't? Try and like be a good partner or try and make money or like try and be faithful? Like, I don't know. What's he trying to do? Panda Pondu. Okay, got that one down. Panda Pondu. Okay, perfect. I think I've got the pronunciation down. Oh, Corkhead. Yes. Nosferatu. Yep. Oh yeah, I 100% think Koki's going to get on it. Why? It would only benefit him to try and shuffle his little cracky head back into Chantel's good graces. Money, views, the drama of it all, the attention, the money that comes with the views. Of course, he would try and insert himself back in there. It works in his favor. It doesn't work in her favor. It does nothing for her. It just pit people against her. We're going to think that she's like a loosey goose. That we'll think worse of her even more if she has anything to do with Koki. Hi, Dylan. Hello. Blondie. Hi, Blondie. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I hope she doesn't mind people like watching her stuff, does she? She doesn't get mad. Because if she gets mad, I will do some editing and meme the crap out of it or just not react at all because I don't want to make any of these mukbangers mad. The only person I don't care about making mad by watching their content is Foodie because she can eat a dick. But everybody else, like, they're cool. They're doing their thing. They're living their lives. They're productive human beings that aren't toxic on screen. They could be totally terrible behind the scenes, but from what I see, they're pretty nice. Okay. Oh, look, we're not watching the aeroplane vlog because it's the same vlog we've seen every time she's traveled. Cuba, the same. Every time she's come back and forth from Kuwait, whether it's Thailand, not even watching it. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. It wasn't even worth making. Who cares about what her airline seats are? We know you're a fat bitch. We know you need 2 seats, whatever. We are going to watch I'm Back in Canada and what's the other one? Oh, the clickbaity, me with my hijab off. Like I told you, she's going to be clickbaiting this whole entire month. Did anybody actually click on that thinking we're going to see her bald ass head? No. We're all just like, oh, what's she up to? Nobody thought we were going to see a hijabless Foodie. Not this soon. I think it's coming. Like, give her a couple of months or 2 months or summertime in Canada. Maybe we'll see the toques and the hijab undercaps and stuff going. But it's too soon. We'll wait till the breakup. And how's she going to pay her rent? And can you honestly, look, I have some theories. There's many theories, not facts, but just theories, suggestions, thought lines, plot lines. I think she is back in Canada because the revenue has been so low. And she knows people hate the couples channel. They don't like Salah. They don't like the vlogs. They don't like the storyline in Kuwait. It's like it was just the worst thing for her channel. It was going to Kuwait because people hate it. It bumped up the reaction channels because we were trying to make her content better and more palatable, enjoyable, funny, engaging. So a lot of people shifted more so to reaction channels than her channel itself, and then the couples channel was just tanked. Nobody liked it. So for her to get maximum revenue for December, where would you do it? Canada at home, where people are gonna we've seen the numbers on these recent nothing vlogs. So imagine if she had some fights with Soa. Imagine if she came on crying on live stream, and imagine if they did some fake drama or real drama. That's definitely going to drum up views. People are going to watch. Even if they don't sustain the watching, she can at least make a little bit of money via December. And then, I mean, maybe if she is actually going to go and seek some help, medical help, I don't know. I don't think so, or she won't do it long term. It'll turn into something else. It'll be the excuse to come home and then she'll just go back to doing whatever. But I think she's just taking advantage of the revenue that she can make through December. And then maybe she's going to set up home and then Salah's going to come over. Maybe that's the next sweet move. Set up a home front in Canada and then he can just come over and it'll be like a natural move. Oh, we thought it would be best if we just, started our life together in Canada. We've worked out the payments and I've got all the, the last bit of the bloody taxes all paid off now. And now I can sponsor Salah. And woohoo, here we are. So I think it's a shift to do something else. She never does anything with the reason. It would have to be a pretty amazing reason for her to up sticks and leave Salah for a long term and not be distressed. There wasn't a lot of tears. There wasn't a lot of bawling. there was raging at community channels, but there wasn't that sorrow that you would expect. I mean, when you think about it, I know ladies who get upset every single time their fly in, fly out husbands leave for 3 weeks at a time because they miss them terribly and they are just hanging on until they come back. She's going to be leaving for an undetermined amount of time, and she was just like puffy and sore and red looking. She wasn't crying. She wasn't moaning. She didn't look sad, and he looked positively giddy. He looked like he was skipping down the yellow brick road. He was like, yeah, bitch, take your trolley, take your bags, peace, deuces, peace. And he's like, party wagon. The Tico's turned into a party wagon now. He's got the lights, he's got the flash, and he's got the girls, he's got the apple cider. He's having a great time. He's doing whatever he wants. Mum's gone out of town for the weekend and I've got the house to myself. I got those vibes. Like he couldn't wait for it. He got a keg. He's got stuff going on. But we're gonna get rages. We're gonna get binges. We're gonna get it all. It's gonna be great. So let's just get started. All right. Oh, there was a thing that I was going to tell you. Somebody said something about my husband. Not mean. They didn't say anything mean. They said something about he can do it or something. What he can do. What did you say? Something about, what did you say? Nobody gets timed out. Tell your husband, that wearing the earplugs. He's a really, really heavy sleeper, but it's hard for him to get to sleep. And he's been a gem the last couple of days. And I swear he does it on purpose. He's watching all these relationship shows and he's learning about he's not a puss and he's not a wuss and he's not a metrosexual. He's just, I don't know, he gets interested in topics and he just kind of like deep dives it. So we've been watching all these shows about like love languages and interpersonal relationships in marriages and the psychology of, positive reinforcement. He thinks I don't know, but I know that he's been watching it. And I see his language and I see the things that he's doing. And he's doing all these little habitual things around the house and he's just being very considerate and asking me things like what can I do? Is there anything I can help with? And I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you up to? And I just think he's trying it and it's actually working because I feel like so soft-hearted lately. Like he's been so lovely. I'm just like, I don't want to bother him and I want to be considerate more and just be lovely to him. And I'm like, fuck, it's working. I didn't want it to work on me, but it's absolutely working. And he's doing it in the most subtle, sincere way though. It's coming across very, very sincere. So I think intention has a lot to do with it. And I'm just like, oh, he's so lovely to me. Like he's not being a suck, but he's found my love language and he's working it to its best degree. And I'm like, fuck, now I've got to reciprocate. And I know what his love languages are. And that's like caretaking, looking after him, being considerate and, shutting the door behind me and locking it so the mozzies don't come in. Just doing those little habits that the small things that bug him and just taking a little bit of extra time just to be a bit more careful. Because he notices those things and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. I have to be nice. I don't want to be nice all the time. But anyway, I'm just trying because he's trying. So that's good. All right. So we're going to watch Ambie first. Ambie's discovered she's got legs. I know, 2 of them. Sometimes we would think she's a mermaid, but she's actually got the 2 legs. So we're going to start with Ambie, okay? Let's pop her up. I've been talking for ages, guys, and I'm so sorry. I've been talking for 23 minutes. Jesus Christ. How do you put up with me? I suppose for the people that are just listening, it's kind of good to just have talking, right? And then those people are watching and want to just watch stuff. Oh, hang on. Where did I go? It's not so great. But anyway, replay gang. Hi. All right. Let's go. Hi, my name is Miriam. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So I just want to start off
Hi. Stop doing that.
by saying thank you guys so much for like the sweet messages about my new piercing. I got the other side of my nose pierced. If you guys didn't watch that vlog, so now I have 2 nostrils pierced, which is exactly what I wanted. It looks exactly how I expected it. I love it so much. You guys have been.
She noticed that people were saying it's lopsided, and she's like, no. I wanted it lopsided. That was on purpose.
So sweet about it. So thank you. Like it means the world to me.
Why would you care so much what people think about your piercing? You get your piercing for yourself, not what the wide world, like, whatever. Even if it looks shithouse and you loved it, doesn't matter. But she's so, I don't know, she's so weird.
Because like I was super nervous about it for some reason.
Thank you, the Queen, for your super sticker. $7.99, well placed, going straight to Korea. That's like 4 bowls of ramen. The Queen. Oh, I thought of some good ones the other day. Oh, may your pen in an emergency always have ink and work perfectly. May the last 2 pieces of bread when you're really hungry be fresh and not moldy, because that's really annoying. And may you always, always, always have just enough peanut butter or jam or condiment to go on your sandwich to spread completely over the piece of bread, and you not be short and have a dry bit. Manifestations for the Queen.
Anyways, while we're here, I would like to talk because I have gotten some messages, because in my last vlog, you guys saw me go to a smoke shop where I got Delta 8, and you guys were like, oh my God, your mom's sober. Like, what are you doing? My mom has never been a smoker type of girly, so it doesn't trigger her or anything. And we actually live in a state.
But is that true? Because I would think somebody who is a former addict, whether it's alcohol or other illicit substances, it's not so much what it is, it's what it's going to do that can trigger someone. It's knowing that somebody's going to be like, like affected by it can be the trigger, because you can cross addictions. Maybe just saying, Mum, you wait here, I'll go grab what I need, just to be a bit considerate, or grab it when Mum's not around, unless you need Mum for the lift. Like, she's not very good at understanding what addictions are. She's lived with parents, but she clearly has her own issues. So she doesn't like totally understand the backwards and forwards of how hard it is when you're addicted to something to fight it off and what can trigger you. She's terrible at it. So perhaps just not. And she doesn't know what's going to trigger her mum at a moment. Just because she's not it was just not a good idea.
Where medical is legalized, so she's around it a lot, just like naturally, and it's not a trigger for her. I would never do anything that would trigger her or put her in harm's way, because like her sobriety is super important to me. It's important within herself as well. Like that is like her main priority.
Yeah, but ding dong, I don't know. Sometimes because I've done a bit of some very preliminary baseline surface level social work back when I was a baby, a fetus. I had some very clear ideas about drug addicts and abuse in the home, and black and white. And now that I'm older and I have more life experience and I've seen things and I've been through things myself, not a drug addiction or alcohol or substance or anything like that, but life just in general and the people around me. Kids see parents very differently to the world sees parents. Parents can be extremely shitty to kids, and kids will still love them regardless. They don't want their parents to go away. They just want the bad things to stop. It's sometimes even an addict parent putting their kids in foster care may seem like the worst thing in the world, and a lot of times foster care is terrible. But sometimes it can be a blessing, and it is a safer place than where they are. So I don't know if it's abandonment or a relocation. Like, it's almost like just putting a baby gate up. This side of the gate is really not safe for you, but we're going to put the baby gate up just to like keep you safe from harm's way. I think that's what foster care is intended to be. It's just meant to be a safer place until they can get back to where they're supposed to be. But in some cases, they just can't be. I don't know if it was abandonment, but maybe that's how Amber feels about it. But until she has some therapy and like talks about that. But if you were abandoned by your parents and just like dumped off and no contact and don't care, I'd be pissed and I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them either. But I don't know if that's what Amber's situation is. I think it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Birdie in life, and I would never do anything to like sabotage that or put her in like a weird position. And then so it made you guys ask like
this. Are you talking about my top, my dress? I'll show you my dress. Isn't it cute? It's so adorable. I got it from Shein. Oh, shit. You just heard all that banging and clanging, didn't you? Yeah, it's a little shirt dressy thing that I got from Shein last week. I bought a couple of things, and about 8 of them are going back, and then about 4 of them I'm keeping. And this is one of the ones I'm keeping because I love it. I love the colors. I could wear it to Pride if I wanted to. I could wear it on holidays. I could wear it with sandals, sneakers. I could pop a pair of like jeans underneath it and wear it like a dress top. It's so many ways I can wear it, and I love it. I just love the colors.
Is your mom the one buying you buzz balls? No. I do all that myself.
Yeah,
I've never drank it from my mom. I never ever would.
Like a
I'm not that type of girly pop. So I just had to like clarify those things because I don't know, they're making me feel kind of weird and icky. Anyways, I'm actually about to go out to do a few things and filming.
Oh, what is going on?
I could see myself.
Sorry, my internet's terrible this morning.
So.
It must be in a low time of day.
The first stop is my mom had to go inside of her bank to ask them a question about something. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in the car. So I actually stayed in the car and I edited the beginning of this video. So yay me. Okay, so next stop, we're currently at the Walmart. I have to get a few things. So
oh my God.
So we just got back to my apartment to put away my groceries. And I was going to pee. My mom goes, I need some of this green eyeliner. And I was like, which one?
Eric Wilson.
She said Eric Wilson.
It says Eric Wilson on there.
And I'm like, what is she talking about? I don't know who that is. And I was like, are you sure it isn't NYX? And she was like, no. So I came out here. It's all over her eyes now.
It looks good though, don't it?
Yes, it looks great. It says Epic Wear. She thought it said Eric Wilson.
I need glasses.
It's NYX.
Oh, the funny story she regales us with. Her mum misread the label, the shenanigans they get up to.
So,
the shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't wear it that often.
Her mum's so
older,
crazy.
So I look, anything that makes me look good, like, just like, yeah.
You look great, Mom. So we are at
That was a nice little interaction, though.
Paris
You look
Flea
great,
Market.
Mum. That's nice.
And my mom parked where she likes to park, about a mile away. So my mom likes to get these sheets from here.
Does anybody else do that for your incidental exercise? It's a habit that I've given my husband. Used to, when I was losing weight many years ago, when I first met my husband, when I'd lost weight, I used to park at the furthest park in the car park and walk into the shops so I could get more steps in. I was a little bit obsessive about the exercise. And he still does it to this day. He still parks away and he's like, yep, more steps. That's just a sort of a thing you can do to get extra steps in your day. Just park further away.
So she's deciding between these 3 colors because she already has, what colors do you have?
I have the light green.
I have done some with Ambie already.
The dark.
I think I have. Yeah, I'm sure I have. Some of my really early videos with fashion redos.
Turquoise.
And turquoise. So now you're trying to choose 2 of these.
I can do an updated one.
Yeah, or should I just get all 3 because I'm here?
I would just get all 3 at this point.
Yeah.
The brand is...
The one thing that I don't get with Amber is that she wears the same color palette all year round. The burgundies, the teals, the weird creams, the black. Like, she doesn't seem to have summer colors and winter colors or fall colors. It's just the same 4 colors all year round. And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I can't do that. So that's me projecting onto Amber. But I got to change. Oh, like my summer palette's very different to my winter one. A little bit different.
Unido's collection.
Brown.
Oh, do you like brown?
Yeah,
the brown
down.
open.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah,
I know I've
look at that.
reviewed her clothing. Yeah, I'm sure I've done the redos. Oh, this is driving me
There's
mental.
there's
There's
like a lighter one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
I'm getting that one.
Okay.
Is this color?
I realized that there's 2 names for it. Sally collection. And then
Egyptian cotton.
Unidos.
Get the purple ones.
whatever that means.
Get the
But she likes
purple
both.
ones.
Oh, yeah, look at that one.
Ooh, they're luxe. Oh, why? It's tasking me.
Now she's
Why?
looking at tie-dye because tie-dye is her jam. She's the tie-dye queen. And she saw this. And she thought I'd like it. Hello. Sadly, I
it's
forgot
because
my
I'm trying to do
sunglasses.
high def. That's
When
why.
we stopped to put my groceries in my apartment. So
Now, girls and guys, I shouldn't say girls. I once went and bought 1,000 count sheets for our bed, and I spent about $300 on these sheets. and my husband had a bitch fit. He's $300 for sheets. I'm like, don't worry, I paid for it. It's like, that's not the point. You should pay me back. I'll give you money for them. But I was like, but babe, they're beautiful. They were sateen cotton. They were Egyptian cotton, 1,000 count. And they weren't even like the most expensive ones there. And I didn't tell him they were actually half price. And I put him on the bed and he got into the bed and he's like, oh, these sheets are a bit nice. I said, yeah, they're the 1,000 count ones. He's like, oh, these are lovely. And I'm like, yeah, that's why they're so expensive. They feel really good. He's like, all right, let's get these from now on. So he finally understood why I like to buy the expensive sheets.
Sun is just like chilling in my face. So that's fun. I'm waving at my mom because our next errand is she is paying her phone bill. So she is in there doing that right now. And I am editing again.
Oh, oh my God. I'm
like,
so
this is
annoyed.
perfect for me. That's why I love editing from my phone.
Because of the time of day that it
moments
is.
like this, I can just like get caught up and edit.
Or something.
Okay, so next stop is we're about to go to the store.
What is ALR? Oh, you're Sawa? No, Allah.
Kato
or
is
that you?
I don't really know. But I've been here a few times. My mom never has.
Neon
so let's go into it.
I don't know. Maybe I can find out.
Y'all, I have realized recently I am such a sunglass girly. Like, not so much those pink ones, but almost all of these I was literally obsessed with. I don't know what it is. But I didn't buy
they're kind of cute.
A single pair.
No.
So I feel like that's gonna haunt me for literally the rest of the night, probably the rest of the week. So I want to know, which one should I go back and get?
None.
Give me your vote.
Maybe the second purple one.
Look at the sky.
That's
it looks better in person, I will say that, but it's like,
I enjoyed a nice sunset yesterday when I did my members only video, my little mini haul. The sunset, I don't know, it didn't capture as pretty as it was, but it had such those beautiful grays and blue and yellow muted tones. It was so pretty. I was like, I have to use this light for something. I was going to do the haul inside, but I was like, nah, screw it. I'm going to fight the mosquitoes with my fists if I have to. And by the end of it, just as the sun was dipping, because I was starting to edit outside, I was like, nah, they were literally picking me up by my shoulders and trying to shift me so they could eat me raw. So I had to come inside. It was beautiful, though. I love that light at this time of year.
Red. It's just so pretty.
It's only jacket. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh. I'm zooming in now.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, God, I'm so annoyed. Why it never, right. I have never had so much buffering in one of my live streams. It never buffers, but I rarely do them at this time of day. It is simply the time of day, I swear to God. I'm so sorry.
Ew. So I just got home. It has been such a long day and a long night, but it's honestly.
Oh my God, I hate you. TPG, look, we're just going to have to put it, look, right. Universe. I have something to say. I need you to fix the internet stat. This will not stand. I need a smooth, unbothered live stream. I don't have the patience for it today. I haven't even had my full coffee yet. Get it together. Talk to someone immediately. Let's see if that does anything. We'll give it a couple of minutes to get through.
Been super fun, super great day. So we went and saw Christmas lights.
Yes.
So that was actually really fun.
That's the first a couple of years ago.
Christmas type of thing that I've done with my mom since I was literally just a little girl.
Is she on the deltas now? Really, she feels a bit slurry.
Christmas lights and things like that.
Nah, my message clearly didn't get through. Oh God, I'm gonna table in a minute. Oh yeah, hit the like button if you like, even though everything's buffering right now. That's bullshit. Oh, this is boring. Christmas lights are only good if you've got kids, and I swear they must have kids with them or something. Does she have little brothers in that? No. Maybe her stepdad's got little kids or like kids of this age or cousins or something.
Like throw it away, but I don't want to yet. So Hello. So it's pretty late at night. I
Oh gosh, she thinks
actually
she's
just came back
ill.
inside from
Oh gosh.
watching Twinkie.
Let's break this down. Let's break this down. I hate the jacket. It looks like it's a smelly homeless man's jacket. I can feel the texture of that fake sheepskin on the inside. I can smell the PVC of that jacket. She's humid yet oily, frizzy yet oily at the same time, which is a very hard trick to have. Frizzy up here, but dangly, gangly, greasy ends. Must be from the where she wipes her fingers through it after she eats. Just the glitter, the one shadow over the eye, the non-existent lips. Is everyone spotted the center tooth? Has everybody looked to find the center tooth that Ambie has? Oh, I hope she gives us a nice big grin so we can check out the center tooth. Now that you've seen it, can you not unsee it now?
I am like half-assed trying to get ready.
We've got a poop bun going.
Up, earrings are out, but I still have my jacket on. I don't know. Maybe I'm half asleep right now, but I do have something like massively on my mind, and I kind of just want to like speak about
this
it.
Is not a
so
pipe. Hello.
I recently have been talking about like how I am feeling more confident, and
I just checked the Google lag thing for my area and this time of day. It doesn't want to do high definition streams or broadband at the minute. It's very, very low. So yeah, it's fine. It'll catch up. It'll get better because it's going to start getting into that work frame at about 8 o'clock. So it'll be fine.
I am like loving myself.
I just don't think people are on the internet this time of day.
Love. But there was a moment today.
But thank you for the information.
When I was in Cato, I don't really know what it's called. But,
I don't want to make you feel so conscious.
Walking towards the mirror.
It just bugs me because it looks so untidy. It just looks messy.
My legs are
not cute messy, you know?
If you guys don't know, because I know not everyone watches every single one of my videos, I do suffer with lymphedema, but I also have lipedema. And I just noticed today that like they are getting bigger. It's very obvious. I almost want to share the clips. You guys can.
It could be all the meat, the processed deli meats that you eat. It could be all the pickles. It could be all the crusty salt, garlic salt. It could be all the salt in your diet that is just drawing all that fluid into your legs, and you're not moving around enough to shift it. You might need to go and get yourself some what are those called? There's massages that you can get. What are they called? Lymphatic massages to help you drain some of those things. You might need to start wearing those compression pants that the doctors can put on you so you don't have like, I don't know, massive fluid drop and have like a heart attack or high blood pressure and blows your brain out. Like maybe you need to take it seriously and stop eating all of the processed salamis and chicken crap and sausages and all that shit. Maybe it's time to stop being so patient with yourself and kick up into high gear and take care of your stuff, because lymphedema is nothing to play with. It's bad for you. And you can get bloody cellulitis and
and see what I'm talking about. But it's like I feel embarrassed.
No, she doesn't have a prostate to massage. Like
ding
dong.
Unworthy.
You're projecting there.
And
you're projecting.
It's a really bad headspace to be in. But I know that like on the self-love journey, I'm going to have moments like this. I'm going to have moments where I do feel kind of shitty about myself because I don't.
Maybe you need to put more glitter on. Maybe it's the lack of glitter.
Especially because I have this illness. I have this disease. And it's like I have to continuously remind myself that I am more than this. I am more than my body. I am so much more than my body. And it just makes me really emotional.
Well, how about instead of looking inwards like that, which is great, but you're not very self-aware, because she only really looks at herself from like here up and like this. Perhaps looking at life is more than food. Happiness is more than a meal. Happiness is not a snack. Fulfillment is not my groceries. It's not Uber Eats. How about we look at something else that's more fulfilling in life than focusing around what you eat and what you don't eat? Like stop focusing on food and start focusing on things, people, habits, going out, like other things. Don't even think about the food. The food will appear. If you need lunch, you can order it. But don't Like, do something else. Literally anything else at this point, because I don't even think she's going to hit 40. I don't think she's going to make it to 40, guys. I honestly don't think she's going to hit foodie beauty vintage age.
Well, because like it's kind of hard to be in that headspace, because for majority of my life, I have been my body. I have always been fat Amber. That's who I was when I was in school.
She just wants people to tell her she's pretty and cool.
Always been
pretty fat girl.
Oh, look at her butt shelf. You could set a coffee cup on there. It's like, okay, laugh it off. I'm trying so hard to find my style and find who I am as a almost 33-year-old single woman.
Becca, look, her priorities are in place. She's checking Target daily for plastic shit. She's got journals to buy. She's got tchotchkes to dust. Priorities are in place. She has an Instagram-friendly home. What more does a YouTubey girl want other than to have aesthetically placed faux Starbucks tumblers in multiple colors sitting perfectly in a cupboard? These are the priorities.
And like, I am enjoying the process, but then I have moments like this where I'm like, I have done so much damage to my body that is not repairable. And I know that like, no matter what, I would still have lipedema.
Even YouTube's
lipedema
trying to
is
stop
also
you
very
there.
common for people who are skinny. It's not because of my weight, but I know that it wouldn't be as bad as what it is.
I'm ignorant to this. I've never seen a skinny or average weight person with a lymphedema. Or maybe they only have mild lymphedema. I don't know. Maybe it's not as noticeable because of the lower BMI. But that what she said probably would be true. But is that lymphedema life-threatening? I think it could be if you get, like, you know how you can get the cellulitis? Yes, that's true. But is that from lymphedema or is that from other things? Because my grandmother used to get cellulitis in her arm because she had her breast removed when she was about 45 because she had breast cancer. And this was back in the 80s, and she had radium treatment, and it was just awful. But her arm was forever swollen up. She always had, because I think they took the lymph node out as well. So her arm was always full. She had to wear pressure bandages, and she used to sit there and she used to do the exercises, try and get that out. But it'd get it septic or toxic sometimes. She'd get cellulitis, and it would make her so sick. But she was little all her whole life. Nothing else on her body was swollen up. But that's not the disease. That was because of an operation.
If it wasn't for the fact that I've continuously always been
legs and hips,
morbidly obese, literally my whole life. So even though this like
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, they probably look like they've maybe got like just really bad cankles or puffy knees. I think maybe I've got some. I know I hold all the fluid in my legs, but it's not lymphedema.
Let's be real.
But yeah,
has completely like ruined my night
Hi.
right now.
Oh, we've only just started. We're still on Ambie.
Ruin tomorrow. I'm not going to let it ruin the next day. I'm not going to let it ruin the current.
I'm looking at Ambie and I'm not even listening to what she's saying. I just feel like she's going to like whack on a hat, pop a bit of straw or a toothpick in her mouth, and she's going to saddle up and ride off into the mountains, up a Colorado mountain. That's what this jacket is just giving me mountain man vibes. Like, I'm going to get there, that herd back downtown, and I'm going to sell it. We're going to save the farm. That's the vibes I'm getting from this jacket. I hate it.
Journey and path
so
that
much.
I'm on. It's just right now, I feel shitty.
I'll only
right
ever accept it
now,
on a Burt Reynolds.
Ugly because of my disease. And I don't like feeling that way at all. It's hard to see beauty in something that is so made fun of constantly online.
Well, how about this? I'm going to say something that's probably not going to be popular. Maybe not everything on our bodies is beautiful. Us as a whole, as a concept, as a person, beautiful inside, but not everything on our bodies is beautiful. Warts, moles, wrinkles, crepey skin, color. It isn't beautiful, but does it make up the tapestry of who we are? Yes. Is everything on my body beautiful? No. Are there parts of me that I find are more appealing that I like about myself? Yes. Is 100% of me perfect and beautiful and gorgeous? Absolutely not. But I accept everything because my body works. It's functional. And then I've got those, it's like you've got your little chocolate sprinkles that are just lovely. You got your lovely, like got my lovely green eyes, got my good hair. I fit into a regular size seat now. But do I like my stomach? No. Do I like my legs? No. Do I like my flabby arms? No. But I work with what I've got. But I accept that I'm not perfect in every way. But I don't hate myself because all my bits aren't perfect.
We're supposed to love ourselves, cherish ourselves, and respect ourselves, and find ourselves beautiful inside and out. For my whole life,
How about you just start thinking about yourself as compassionate, generous, smart, faithful, curious. Like, find personal qualities instead of thinking about, my legs and my chins and my hairs and my glitters and my duck face and my How about we start thinking about like working on the inside and not be concerned about what other people are thinking about our outsides?
never loved myself. And it's like, now that I finally am,
Yeah,
I
I've
would
got
literally
bunions.
do
I've got the
anything in
bunions,
this
Becca.
world
Don't give a
to
shit.
go back in time
Whatever.
and tell my younger self,
Ooh, you have a
love
bouncy.
yourself
Oh,
now.
now.
Take care of yourself now.
You can watch it for
Let your health
There's a whole
be your
song
number
about
one
something,
priority,
by the way, just to let you know.
whether that's
And it's a
physical
banger.
health, mental health. Just treat your body good. I know the world isn't treating you good. I know that.
Yeah, I think she's mistaken self-love as a pass just to basically do whatever she wants and whatever makes her happy. Little self-discipline is self-love, because doing harm to yourself by overindulging in everything that makes you feel great is harmful. It's like saying to like a kid, if you said to a kid, here's a plate full of nutritious veggies and a bit of chicken, or a plate full of cookies. Which one do you want? They're going to pick those cookies. Most kids, I won't say all kids, most kids every time will pick the cookies because they're yummy and sweet and tasty and they're good for you and they make you feel nice. However, they're not good for you. They're going to hurt your body if you keep having those every single day. So sometimes we have to eat the veggies and chicken. That's where the discipline comes in, and that's where the discipline as a parent comes in to say no to cookies every single day. You don't have to be kind. You have to be cruel to be kind to yourself sometimes and say no. Saying no is a good thing, and it is discipline.
You are sad, and I know that food is your comfort, but find
she gets really
I want to tell my younger self that more than anything. I would do.
Yeah. Okay, Ambie. We're playing peekaboo with her choker, the stretchy choker. We're playing peekaboo with it. It's there, then it's not there, then it's there, then it's not there. Come on, YouTube, get it together. Get it together, YouTube.
Anything to go back in time right now, but obviously it's not possible. And it's like the only thing I can do is like fix my present for my future. Seeing my legs has
she just never noticed them before, or did it just creep up on her? She didn't notice lymphedema at 420, 450, 470, 490. It just hit her at 506. I've got big legs. Come on, don't do this to me. It's embarrassing.
Put me in a really weird headspace. It's like every day I see my.
Yep. Okay, great. You see your legs every day. I see my legs every day too.
Afraid. I'm just afraid. I'm
Oh,
scared.
It's annoying.
I'm not gonna lie. It's just, it makes me feel embarrassed. And all day today, I was trying to.
Same. Okay, she's having a bad day. You know how some days you feel like you're not bloaty and everything's fitting nice and you're looking good, and then 2 days later, like nothing fits right. Your boobs are swollen up. You're feeling like your podgy tummy and like you're just not feeling snazzy. She's having one of those days. I think she's just, and then tomorrow she's going to bounce back and be like sexy, sassy, TikTok and rubbing it all up in your face. She's just having a bad day. And she gets a little bit emotional when she drinks. But yeah, the bunions. Look, my bunions hurt my feet. Now that I get to wear sneakers to work every day, it's so good because I'm wearing shoes that have got a bit of support in them, whereas the ballet flats are shit. Don't wear ballet flats to work every day. Just don't do it. But every time I look at my feet, especially my toes, it reminds me of my grandma Lou. I've got my grandma Lou's feet. She had awful bunions, terrible bunions. But every time I look at them, because one toe goes this way a little bit more than the other, one's a bit straight, one's a bit crooked like that. But it just I am a sentimental fool. But it just like I've got my grandma Lou's feet, like, and they don't cause me like pain, as in like pain to walk. But it makes hard to fit shoes and sandals and stuff like that because I've got weird toes as well. I've got her toes. But it just reminds me, it's like if I change them, I won't have my Nana Lou's feet anymore. And because I'm not in pain, I don't want to. But eventually when I'm older, I'll have to. But for now, they're okay. But yeah, I kind of like, I've got them from someone.
Shove down the thought of my legs and just enjoy my time out with my mom.
And I've read up about the bunions as well. And my biggest fear is they're going to do the surgery and I'm going to get the kick up toe. You know how like they say it can fix it and you shave it off and you get that long healing time. But then some people have that toe that sticks up as a side effect. I don't want that. I'd rather have the bunion than the kick up toe because that shoes, just no way.
But it was definitely something that was heavily on my mind. Now I just feel like I'm rambling. I just feel like I really wanted to get this off of my chest. And
because she's cool and she's 12, that's how she can wear them.
The journey of self-love and the journey of me trying to be a more confident person.
That must have been bad.
You know, it's not going to be just this beautiful, steady incline. It's going to be very much like this. I know it is. I already feel it. And a part of just like my new life, I really want to start being more vulnerable with you guys. I feel like that's very, very important to me. Normally this is something I wouldn't.
But she says that she can't be vulnerable because we're all shits to her. She said that in one of her latest videos, was like, I can't come here and tell you stuff because it makes me feel weird and I have to filter what I say and I don't like it. And it's basically like, it's your fault I can't be me. I need to be free to be me. And I should do that in a public space on YouTube and not get any criticism for the stupid decisions that I make and weird life habits and stuff that I've got that people are going to see and be like, oh, that's a bit weird. Anybody who puts their life wholly and solely on YouTube are going to have people going, you are weird, because everybody's different. That's just how it is. But she doesn't want that. She doesn't want that. But you can't. Ambie, stop it. Stop it. Either be vulnerable or don't be vulnerable. And don't be mad when people ask invasive questions, because you have opened the door to very private matters, i.e. your sexuality, your health, your relationships, your financials, the way you eat, what you eat, when you eat, how you eat. You've opened all of those things up. People are going to be curious about them. You can't be pissy when people maybe ask insensitive questions because you've been so specific about it. You can't do this back and forth business and look sane.
Share. I wouldn't vocalize out loud, but I don't know, like something was telling me to do it and to document this moment, that you can feel confident and you can love yourself and be on that journey, but still find things about you that you really, truly dislike.
People with short, fat necks should not be wearing chokers. It's just aesthetically not right for them. It closes up what they like. You shorten this and then you put another bar in it. You give it two smaller spaces. It's like taking that and then condensing it down. People with long, angular necks, yeah, hell, they can pull it off. They've got the space for it. This one doesn't have the space for a choker. She needs longer necklaces to open up the neck space. And not big chunky ones, but not real thin tiny ones because I'll just get lost. It needs to be like a medium long chain. Definitely not a choker.
It's not me saying that I don't love myself, but in this moment, I just have a lot of like regret, a lot of what ifs. And it just makes me want to like improve more. I ultimately just want to be more.
Why do you think people have been so harsh and critical of you all of these 10 years that you've been on the YouTubes? Why? Because they didn't want you to gain 200 pounds. They didn't want you to have a lifetime of regrets. They didn't want you to have a whole bunch of experiences that you've missed out on. That's why people were harsh as shit with you, because they knew that this is where you're going to get fatter, more isolated, more introverted, less capable and mobile to be able to actually do things. People with foresight and life experience or their own personal experiences, because they've been there, done that, were telling you this is what's going to happen to you. And you're like, don't tell me what to do. I'm a person. You can't tell me. Don't be critical. Don't be a fat, shamey idiot. It's like, no. We know, we can see, we are fortune tellers. We are magical. We can see where this is heading for you. Warning sign, ignored, just drove straight through it.
More than my body and more than my legs. And I just feel like
Listening, working, and trying to finish knitting. Oh, great,
I'm end this video with
well, keep
the clip
working.
that I'm talking about.
Keep
I already
on
know
schedule.
a lot of people are going to judge me. They're going to ignore everything I said. And instead of watching this clip, understanding why I'm showing it, they're still only going to see me for my body and not the story that I'm actually trying to convey.
No one's looking at you for your body.
Anything for people to see my heart instead.
Your heart's full of cholesterol, love. When I look at this picture of Amber, what I see is, what do I see? What do I see? I see what a shame. What a waste. That's what I see. I see a young person who's missing out. That's what I see. I see all the hard work that she'd have to do. I honestly, I feel like what a shame. That's what I feel. Not shameful, as in like what a waste of a life. Just the way she walks is just, it hurts. It hurts my hips watching her lumber forward and then have everything move. And I'm not trying to be fat shamey, just like that. It looks painful. It looks like it hurts. Yeah. I just feel like it's such a shame, you know. All right. And then the real petty bitchy side of me is like, what a waste of a YouTube opportunity. All of that income wasted on just plastic shit from Target where she could be traveling. But then again, she wouldn't have that income if she didn't have her size. Like no one's going to be interested in an average size Ambie. There's nothing unique or different about her. There's nothing special. Her size is the thing that makes, and her mental illness is the thing. The combination of all of it is what people are drawn to. If she was average size, people are just another crazy bitch on YouTube. Like there's nothing interesting there. Okay, which one are we going to work? Okay, we're going to watch. What's this hair doing? I don't like this. I can't criticize Ambie's hair if my hair's sticking up like chicken feathers. What's going on? It was fine before I got here. What did I do? Maybe when I was cleaning up or something, I bumped it. But anyway, it's all right now. Okay. Yeah. But what I think the problem with Amber and Chantel is that they want it now. They need it now. They get to a point where it's so dire and it's so, they need an immediate result now to fix a big problem. And because something like that cannot be fixed with a pill or a surgery or a script or like a 1-month diet, it is an extended process that takes time, patience, diligence, and support. And because they have none of that built up in their life, like they don't have partners. I mean, Amber's had a partner who was apparently supportive, but not really, because they let her eat whatever without any pushback whatsoever. You've got to be able to do it over a long amount of time. And then eventually, before you know it, the result's almost there. You'll be 10 kilos, 20 kilos, 30 kilos. My stamina's improved. My feet don't hurt. My hips are getting better. My headaches have stopped. My tummy doesn't hurt. I'm not as bloaty. I can wear different clothes. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm going to have a haircut. My skin's clearing up. My nails are stronger. 40 kilos, 50 kilos. I'm starting to walk faster. I don't sweat as much. I don't need as many, like, I can wear cooler clothes that I really enjoy, not just the ones from the big store, 60, 70, however many kilos. And then before you know it, it's like, shit, I'm only 5 kilos away from my target goal. And it's been 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, but I'm here. And in that meantime, from when I started to 3 years later, I've been overseas. I've gotten married. I've learnt a new skill. I started a new job. I've got new friends. I go out dancing. I go to more things, more public things, or family orientated things. I've got more family photos because I feel more comfortable in my skin. I'm happy to take photos now. I can wear shoes that I like. I can wear clothes that I like. I'm trying new foods. I'm trying healthier things. I'm happier. My mental health is better. It's not a now thing. It is a long-term thing. They can't sustain the change because of the ED. They've got to fix the ED first. It's holding them back, but they just can't see it. Double Cookies channel, Double Cookies channel. Oh, is that the link? Oh, excuse me. That's just an after effect. I'm still a bit congested. All right, so let's watch Foodie now. That was a bit long-winded. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to put you through it, but I have to get rid of the cameo because I hate it so bad. Okay, this is the what next for me. Okay. Okay. So Chantel is going to tell us what's next for her. Oh, she's looking very, very dynasty. I do like that shade of red lipstick though. What's next for Foodie? I don't have my pen, but I've got the things that we wrote down. Okay, what's next for Foodie? We've got a live rage coming because when she goes live, she's going to come live because she's angry about something. We're going to have our first insecurity fight with Sawa. We're going to have our first halal inge on camera. We're going to have a reactor raid or a reactive video of some sort where she's going to show receipts, but not really receipts. We're going to have some BBJ talk because she's got to do that now. She's back in Canada. She's going to be like, yes, I'm getting the cat back. We're going to have some sort of content regarding the cat, stir up FFG, stir up the community, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have, and then we're going to have hunting vlogs. We're going to have, look at my new place. I'm decorating. And we're going to have like a starting from scratch video, doctor visits, my new life, new year, diet time. This is my diet, new house, new diet, new life, that kind of vlog stuff. That's what we're going to be doing. That's what I expect, the kind of content. It's going to be clickbaity as all get out. It's going to be like my home as a single woman. And it's going to be like, oh, it's just a single room, guys, not a single lady. Like it'll be clickbaity shit like that. And she's going to be cooking. And she's going to get a place that's got a big kitchen because she's going to cook all the time, guys. Cook all the time.
So, as you probably saw from my part 1 of my travel journey back to Canada, I'm in Canada and I'm just parked at a park.
That's
here.
right. Hi, Clemenceau.
I'm just going to tell you a bit about how I've been doing, a little bit more details about my trip and all this and that. So, yeah.
Why, water, internet. Come on, get it together, internet.
I'm going to have a swig of my... Yes, I'm still drinking it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, internet. Get it together. Get it together, internet. Let me refresh. Let me try it again. Oh, I think that's worse. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go.
I would be in big trouble for energy levels. Trust me. A crash after. You know, if you have like a strong espresso. Basically, I
need to hear about
I'm feeling a lot better. That travel journey is just... I cannot do that for a long time. I'm just not in good shape enough for that. And, you know,
she's in perfect shape for sitting for hours on end. I didn't realize you had to have cardio to travel. for long periods of time. She's not in a good health for blood clots. Perhaps. Like that's an issue. She's not in shape for walking up and down the plane aisles to prevent said blood clots. She doesn't really fit. She's not in good shape to use a bathroom easily. I don't know what she's doing. Diapers, I don't know. But she is the perfect shape for sitting. So she's perfect for the actual flying part, just not the actual getting out and sightseeing part.
I need to get in better shape before I can definitely do, total of 25 hours of traveling. Because the flight and the layover and all that included was like over 21 hours. But then if I calculate also, I had to take a bus from Montreal to Ottawa, and then I had to get my...
It's the moving in between places that bothers her. The fact that she has to walk. Like she has to walk and carry something at the same time. That's what she's out of shape for. She's not in shape for carrying her own 7-kilo luggage bag. Okay.
My car, I had to take a taxi to get my car. So where it was parked. So yeah, and now here I am. I am, woke up pretty early because I crashed. Like I tried to stay up so I could fix my sleep pattern. I took that opportunity. So I woke up at maybe 7 a.m. and I'm going to take myself out for breakfast. I'm not sure what I'm going to get, but I'm probably going to go to like some halal place or something.
Yeah, she's going to go to Burger King, just not showing on camera. You mean chronic heart failure? That's what you're talking about? Is that's because of the puffy face? You think the puffy face and the pink and how red her face is? I think she's looking very, 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 very swollen today. More so than regular. And I think that's probably... But she's been home a couple of days now, hasn't she? She's been home 2 or 3 days. So the swelling, unless it's been really bad from the traveling, should have maybe resided by now. But then she's got heart, blood pressure issues. She's got a whole bunch of shit. Kidneys don't work. Probably doesn't drink enough water. She's probably gone home and just eaten salt and salt and salt and salt and salt. All the snackety snacks that she's been craving from home.
We'll see. And just enjoying... getting settled in and everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for the travel journey, oh my gosh. Now I usually fly with Qatar Airways when I do international travel, and Qatar Airways is.
Anybody want to listen to her talk about the airlines? I sure as shit don't. Look, everyone knows Emirates premium airline, like fancy pants. I don't need to hear about her, how they're giving away thousands of dollars of seats to someone for a fatty bumba.
Because in Qatar, I could still put the arm.
Now, I can. Oh, yep, still fast forwarding because nobody wants to hear about your stupid airline. I can see that perhaps they may have given her a free seat. Hell, listen, if they could see, because they're all about customer service, right? And they want to provide comfort for Foodie, but they also want to make sure the other travelers are comfortable as well and they have a pleasant journey. So if they got somebody who was seated next to Foodie, they're like, oh, shit, we might need to switch her around because this person is going to like basically have a bit of a nightmare journey being placed next to this person that takes up 2 spaces. And we probably, and 2 people actually, because the person on the outside, the person in the middle that is actually going to be sitting next to Foodie is going to be squished and they're going to be probably moving themselves as far away as they possibly can into the person beside them as well. So it's an entire row of people is going to be disrupted by this one. So I would think for good customer service and to make 3 people comfortable, not just Foodie, they would have perhaps switched her into a row where there's only one other person or an entire row for herself if they had it for free. Maybe they keep a row free. Who knows? Maybe it was a slow week. But I think maybe for the value of customer service, they may have changed her to a seat by herself or 2 side by side to keep everybody happy. Not because Foodie Beauty is such an amazing lady and they're like, oh, let's help this sweet, adorable Muslim lady out. I think it was just overall good customer service.
Really good in Emirates. It's really good in Qatar too. So like I said, they're very, I can't even notice huge differences. Maybe a little bit in the comfortable, like the
I like your profile picture. I like the bee with the flower.
The ambiance at night. I love that touch of the the cabin just lighting up with like a starlit sky kind of look to it.
Oh, yeah. It's because the heart's not filtering properly. Oh, and I'm sorry that you've lost your mum like that. How old was she? Was she quite young? But yeah, it must be frustrating when you've had someone who does take care of themselves, or if, you know, you think they're relatively healthy and then something like that happens. And then you see one like this that's given all the warning signs and all the opportunities to help. And they've got all the universal healthcare and resources to help them. And they just abuse their bodies, just thinking there'll be a magic pill at the end of it. You know, I'll get the help, you know. It's offered up for free. I just got to go to the hospital when it gets really bad and someone will fix me out. Well, it doesn't always work out like that.
You know,
that's beautiful. So that's from your garden. That's lovely.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. So I like both airlines. It just depends which one has a better price, of course, you know. And
I honestly thought that all seats are pretty good on Emirates flights. I figured they're all just a little bit luxe because you pay the price for an Emirates plane ticket, but there's just premium places that you can sit on the plane. Like the forward part of the plane's easy because you can get in, you're last on and you're first off. You know, business people and stuff like that want to be first in and first off. But I figured they're all just the same size seats, but you just got better placement and bigger trays, and then you got the leg room, and then you got your winged seats where, you know, in an emergency, you have to be the one to open the door, but you get a little bit more leg room as a bonus. Yeah, I thought they just had the biggest seats. That's why you pay more for the tickets.
I mean, yeah, it just depends what you're willing to pay. There were a lot cheaper, but there's some airlines I'm just not willing to fly with.
Or not able to fly with. Oh, I want to just throw the YouTube in the bin today. Go.
I won't get into that. And so I always like to choose international, Qatar or Emirates.
She looks so big in the
customer
gels.
Service-wise for Emirates.
Oh, I know what it is. It's because she doesn't have the hijab so far down. She normally wears it like this. Like she normally has it capped like this. Like it's coming down from here. Like covers most of her face. She's got it back here now. So we're actually seeing what she looks like. The Spanx is not spanking. This is like the facial version of a G-string or a thong. It's not Spanx, it's thongs. It's not the support underwear we thought it was. Oh, I'd fly Emirates or Air Singapore. They're fancy. They've got little fold-out bed seats. Have you seen those? Have you seen those seats on Air Singapore or whatever it's called? The seats convert into little beds, and they're like little, and it's first class, but they're little beds. So you recline the seat and then it folds out and it widens. So you've got like a little short, wide bed. And you've got a little TV here, and you've got a little nook where you can charge all your little things, and they bring you the food and they give you bubbly and cake, but you can lie down on like a bed, but then it converts into a seat if you want to sit up. I love it. I could never afford it, but that's what I'd love to fly on.
I was very impressed
she is
because
so lean for sure.
So, you know, I'm a bigger person. So I get to the counter in Kuwait with Salah, and he's so sweet and supportive. And he was really worried that
you wouldn't what? Make it? Survive? Lose your bags? Lose your ring again?
With me, even though I've done this travel before, but he's always worried when he's not with me that, you know, that he can't be there to help support me with like carrying things for me or, you know, whatever I need. And he was very supportive like that in Thailand. So I'm going to say I did miss that, having that support partner, but I was fine. But he would, you know,
there's things called trolleys, mate. $1 for a trolley, and you get your $1 back when you put your money in the thing. Like you get it returned. When you return the trolley, you get your $1 back. So you don't need Salah to carry the stuff. I mean, maybe Salah wants to carry 4 bags, but I think Salah would just push the trolley, right? He knows that it's difficult for her to move. So he doesn't care. He doesn't worry.
stop, ask the lady at the desk and say, is there anyone who can help her?
Oh, me too. I'm determined. I've been looking at my career flights. They're on sale, and I'm like, oh, me and my friend are like, we're trying to line it up so we can get flights together. But she's actually leaving soon. She's got a thing in Fiji, and then she's got to go to Samoa because that's where she's from. All like New Year's, her sister's birthday, Christmas. There's a whole thing, and then in May there's a trip to Korea, and we're all trying to match it all up with the dates. But there's so much international travel, and the flights to Samoa are like $3,000 return, and it's just nuts.
This gate, you have to go into the gate. Babe, I'm fine. I'm going to be okay. It's like, are you
no,
sure?
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Like, yes, I'm fine. I've been having
Was that an upgrade? Was that an upgrade, or did you just get them because you had enough points, or you paid like premium prices? Or are you a sugar baby, Sunshine Country Chickens? You're a sugar baby, aren't you? You're an international globetrotting sugar baby.
So anyways, and my breathing and all that stuff. So anyways, yeah, so we get to the counter.
I don't think Salah can't enter Canada on his passport as a single person. He has to be brought over via the marriage with Foodie. She has to sponsor him financially. They have to do a whole process. There has to be paperwork. There has to be la-di-da. Maybe she has to come home and set up a homestead, like a home front, like have a stable housing and have stable income and have all her debts paid off, and just basically have a certain amount of money put in the bank to show that she can provide and support him and create and go through the paperwork process, and then have him get security checked and do interviews and blah, 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 blah. Like literally what you would do when you bring a partner over from overseas, and to prove that they're a love match and he's immigrating. Maybe. I think that's probably maybe one of the theories is like, why would you go home and get it just seems like an excuse. The health thing just seems like an excuse. But because he's got a Syrian passport, there's not a lot of countries he can just like up sticks and go into. It's like the 5th worst passport you can have. The Iranian passport, I believe, is the worst one you can have. And then there's a couple of others, mostly a couple of others, but the Syrian passport is the 5th worst. And it's simply because of all the, the military stuff and perceived threats that they are, and la da 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 da.
And the woman was so nice, and she says,
takes the cake. Yeah,
I guess she noticed my size, and
right?
I've just always been kind of in the mind, I've been lucky. I don't need to.
Oh, I hate it. Now that's something that somebody said to me, because I got married overseas. I got married when I was in Las Vegas, and somebody was asking me about it. And this was just after, it was within the first year that we were married. And you know how some people are just so quick to jump all over your shit and just like tell you bad news? And like, oh, that's not legal. And I'm like, what do you mean? They go, well, because you were married in America, that means you're not married here. And I'm like, nah, it actually does mean we are married here. We didn't need to do a civil marriage. It's actually recognized here. And even if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. I just changed my name. We're married heart and soul. Look, if we ever move to Nevada, we're married. It's fine. But I was like, well, it's actually not true. We all looked it up before we left, and it's totally legal. It's fine. It's recognized in Australia if you get married in America. It's fine. But they were just so happy and gleeful when they told me, oh, that's not legal. And I'm like, well, I did my research, and it actually is okay. It's totally fine. But yeah, I was just like, why would you want to shit all over that and like bring me down while I'm telling you about my exciting new first year of marriage? Like, just be like, and let me figure it out on my own. Like, don't yuck my yum.
Seats, I just in this denial state. All right.
Couple of Sunshine. I think there's 2 reasons why she's come back. First of all, she's got to do a border hop in January anyway. She's going to get more money from this content during December than she would if she stayed home in Kuwait. 1 year is almost up. Well, the year is up. The year is already up. The year was up in November. Staying in Canada for a longer amount of time will actually probably make her visa, there might be some stuff like she can't do many more visa hops. She may have been kicked out, the diabetes, whatever. Her excuse is the medical, but she doesn't seem to be too worried about the medical stuff, or she's keeping it extremely private for a change. But 100%. There's something shady going on. But there's always something shady with Chantel. It's never what it seems. There's always something going on in the background. And she's allowed to have her privacy. She's allowed to keep it private. But when you say one thing and you're doing another, that's called a lie. And she does it deliberately to lie. Just don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Just keep it to yourself. Don't tell one lie to cover up what you're really doing. That's what pisses people off. Just say it's none of your business. We're not talking about that right now. But don't give us another storyline that's not true either.
And so she called someone over.
That's a possibility.
And
no. Actually, I can show you because I don't think you can clearly see my husband's face. I discovered that I've actually got wedding pictures on my phone. I'll pull one up and show you. I could always put a thumb over. Here we go. It's not a very, you can't see faces anyway. But, nah, you wouldn't be able to, you can't really see mum's face anyway. But that, can you see? That's Doe's wedding photo. We're in the Valley of Fire in Las Vegas. See? Proper wedding dress, proper suit, Kim Kardashian style hair. The celebrant's off to the side there. Yep. Do I have any more? I found these the other day. I climbed up on that rock. I won't show you my husband's face. But see that rock up there? I took some photos up on the rocks. I had sandals on. I had glittery sandals. And I climbed up on the rock and I've got pictures and stuff. It was really nice. But yeah, see, totally. Proof of marriage, guys. Proof of marriage. Not a marriage certificate, but proof of marriage.
She said, okay, so which seat do you have? You have this seat. And I paid extra for it. And for like a premium seat.
Sorry, guys, I didn't want to cough all over you. Oh, at least you know it's going to stand the test of time though, right? Come on, YouTube. Get your act together. Don't be so inconsistent. I hate you.
And
there we go. See, it's afraid that I won't be friends with anymore.
If you like, we can switch your seat to, we'll give you a seat. And
oh, stop it. Gay or straight, husbands are a nightmare. They are just nightmares. And then you've got two nightmare husbands in a gay relationship.
Roominess for your comfort.
I love it how they phrased that. For your comfort. I bet you, what's the bet? The person that have seen Foodie coming down the aisle. And she's like, oh, I think this is my seat. And they've given her the eyes like, oh shit. And they've rung the bell or they've gotten up and I've just got to go to the loo, just going to the loo, just got to go to the bathroom, excuse me. And they've walked up to the stewardess and look, this is not going to work. I paid $6,000 for this seat, or $3,000, $2,000, $1,200, whatever. I don't think I'm going to be particularly comfortable next to this lovely lady, this lovely Muslim lady next to me. Is there any arrangement we could make to maybe move me or move her, make us both more comfortable? Is there any way around this? I mean, it's Emirates policy to make everybody comfortable, correct? That's probably how I would probably have addressed it without being like mean or anything. And so she was like, all right, sir, thank you. I'll take care of it. And then they've looked at the seating plan and they've gone, all right, we've got this row here. Let's give it to her. Make some adjustments, but we'll say to her, look, I think for your comfort, how would you feel about us putting you in another row? That way you'll have spare seats, you'll feel a bit more comfortable, and your flight will be a little bit nicer. What do you reckon? What do you think, love? She's like, cool, sweet, rat face, potato face, cool. So they've moved her, and she's like, oh, I'm a preferred customer on Emirates, and I'm fancy. I get premium seats because I'm fancy. Yep, okay. Try lying down on the seat, Chantel. Lie down. Can you lie down? Can you lie on your side? Can you lie on your back? No? Oh, that's a shame. Sleep sitting up.
We'll block off the seat beside you so that there's no one sitting there. I said, well, do I need to pay for two seats? Like, if you think that, size-wise with your seats, I'll be encroaching. I won't be able to fit. Won't be comfortable because it's 13.
If you're on the flight, then it's too late. They're not charging you for a second seat. They're realistically just going to change where you sit and just say, look, no one's here. They're not going to charge you for a second seat once you're on the plane, I would think. I can't force you to pay for the second seat. They're just going to put you somewhere else. Like, she offered to pay for a second seat. Bull. It would have been more like, I'm not paying for a second seat. If you move me, that's it. That's just what you guys are doing. I'm not paying for a second seat. There's no way she would have offered to pay.
Not 14 hours, right? Pretty much. So, and I had this in mind. I was a bit worried, you know, I just felt maybe I'll need to buy 2 seats.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I had that in mind.
I didn't change
might
it. Sorry, ding dong.
Seats. So,
oh, do you want to hear my wedding dress drama story? And this is a fat girl problem story. Okay. Lead up to the story. I have not severe, I can have anxiety problems, and I can get very worked up and I can get very emotional. Now, we flew into Las Vegas the first week of our holidays to get married. We were there for 5 days. And because I didn't want to travel around for our 4-week holiday with a wedding dress, I didn't bring one with me because I was like, Las Vegas. I can get a wedding dress in Las Vegas, like no problems. There's like probably a million wedding dress shops. And I did Googling and I was like, yeah, I can find a dress, no problems. The date that we were there was a significant date, and it was on the weekend. And a lot of people had the same idea that they were going to get married on that day. We didn't. I was getting married in the middle of the week. However, the dresses had not been returned to the shop. Also, being a plus size lady, they were a little bit few and far between nice plus size dresses, like literally nothing. There was nothing in the shops. So I spent about $100 driving all over Las Vegas 2 days before my wedding, looking for a wedding dress with my mum and my husband. And it got to the point where we were like, this was the last wedding dress shop and we found nothing. And I had a mental breakdown. I was crying. I was yelling at my husband because I was like freaking out. I couldn't even think right. And I'm like, there's no dresses. And he's like, well, it's okay. We'll figure something out. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. This is important. And it's my fault for being fat. That there's no choices. If I was any skinny, I wouldn't be having this problem. And I was just like losing my crap. So then we got in the taxi and we went back to the hotel. We were staying at the Hard Rock Hotel. It was really cool. And we went up to the concierge and we look, we're having a problem. Can you help us? I need to find a wedding dress and I need to organize it like literally today. So I've got a day to organize hair and makeup and then have it delivered and organized because my wedding's this day. And they're like, sure, there's a wedding dress shop just across the road. I'll give them a ring and see if they've got time to see you, make an appointment. They're like, cool. And I'm like, and I looked at the man, I said, there is a wedding dress across the road? Are you kidding me? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, it didn't come up on any of my Google searches. And he's like, yeah, it's just literally 500 feet across the road. So we walked over. This lovely woman put me in 3 or 4 dresses. She put me in the dress that I ended up wearing. And I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. She goes, what's wrong with it? And I'm like, absolutely nothing. And she laced me up, sorted my husband. We were in and out in half an hour. Done, sorted. And she even gave me a contact to get my hair and makeup done. And he showed up. And it cost me $150 for hair and makeup. So this woman was like, no, this is the dress. This is what you're wearing. This is the hair. This is the makeup. You're done. You're sorted. And we just went out for drinks the next day and everything was great. That was my wedding dress palaver. And mental breakdown, but it was the only mental breakdown the whole trip, which is great, except for the one in New York, but that was my husband's fault. But yeah, nightmare. But I still didn't have to carry the dress around and it was fine. And she even knew I was taking it into the desert and she didn't care. She goes, that's what the laundry fee's for. And I'm like, cool, great. It's going to have red dirt all over it.
I said, do I need to buy 2 seats? And they were like, no. It's just, we can arrange things around. There's like an extra seat on the plane. It's not fully full. It's all right. So she's like, we'll give you your...
Come on, YouTube. Don't do this
ticket at the gate. So basically what happened was I get to the gate from Kuwait to Dubai, and there's a woman who comes up to me.
It wasn't cool at the time,
she says, here's your new ticket.
I felt terrible for freaking out on my husband and my mum. Like, they had to put up with me. It was awful.
And I said, nice. I said, okay, is that because they blocked up as soon decided?
They know me well enough to know, like, someone's got to be calm in that situation, and it's not going to be me. Hi, Juniper. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do, Lisa. I was like so worried I was going to lose it,
and
get it, ruin it. It's
yes,
heavy,
you know,
and it's an extra bag.
All of that just to say, like, they were so nice. Like, they pretty much gave me a free seat.
See you later.
Now, if the plane was fully full, I don't know if they would be even able to do that, and I might have to I would have had to take like the next flight out or something. I don't know. So that's why this experience kind of made me realize that, you know, I think from now on, for sure, if I have to fly and if I don't lose any weight before I have to fly again, I have to buy 2 seats.
Oh, and I have another story from that day. It was one of my mum's stories. My mum, because we're Australian, right? And we're not big tippers, but we tip. We were tipping, and my mum was tipping people. And the taxi driver, she went somewhere on her own, and she was driving around, and the taxi driver was a bit rude to her, and it was like rude. And she was talking about, you know, why she was there. She, you know, asked her about her accent, and he was la 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 la, and she gave him like a $5 tip on a $10 like she paid him $15 for the journey. And he's like, oh, is that all? And she's like, well, yeah. And he's like, well, I hope your daughter's wedding sucks. She was like, yoink. And she took the $5 back and shut the door. She was like, well, fuck you, buddy. Had she been at home, she would have given him a gobful, but because she was somewhere else in America, she doesn't know who carries guns. She just took the $5 back and was like, well, you don't get a tip at all. Bye.
So, which, you know what? I'm fine with that. It gives you that extra level of a surety, you know, like, okay, at least I know I have 2 seats, no one's gonna sit beside me, and I have that peace of mind. But their customer service is just...
We did it on purpose. I didn't want a big party. I didn't want lots of people around. Like, I just couldn't, like, the idea of just doing it in front of all people, I probably would have passed out and fainted. I would have just been too overwhelmed. I honestly, the whole plan was not even to have my mum there. Not because we didn't want her there, but it was just like it was going to be us two and then the celebrant. But mum was like, so when are the dates? I'll book my flights. And we're like, oh, are you coming? She goes, abso-fucking-lutely, I'm coming. I'm like, oh, okay, no probs. And she showed up. She was there for Vegas, and then we went to San Francisco, and then she flew home from there. So she was with us for about 7 days on our honeymoon, and then the rest of the time it was just us. I mean, nobody wants their mum on their honeymoon, but, you know, it was a once-in-a-lifetime situation.
Just phenomenal. Like, they're so caring about the comfort of
she's not having it. She was coming.
So
it's a 3XL. It's of course it's tight. It's probably meant to be an oversized sweater, but not on Foodie because it's not the right size. She needs a 6XL. And that's just her size. That's just her measurements. That's, you know, that's not being mean. That's just a reality. Come on. Now it's not even wanting to work. Come on, do stuff. Gotta refresh. Don't like having to refresh. Maybe it'll work better now. Nah, not at all. Do. I've got that lovely song in my head now. Come on, chua.
In Canada, I never wore it because it was just too bulky and too hot.
Oh, the big Canadian jumper that she doesn't need.
I have a winter toque on top of my hijab. And yeah, so anyway, I wish that I got more clips of the Dubai airport.
Yeah, because we didn't see enough of the airport. We needed to see more. Because it's thrilling content, the inside the Dubai airport.
But you know what? It's not impressive like Doha's. I'm sorry, Dubai, nothing personal. But it's so confusing, okay? Like, I had to just...
She sounds like one of those train spotters. You know, those people that go out and look at trains and take photos and write down the serial numbers and the make and the model and the tubes and the electrics and the history and the rail lines and the station that they saw it at. You know how they have all those details, like people that like do plane spotting and train spotting? She's an airport spotter. But you know what? She doesn't make much of a fuss about the Canadian airports, does she? Only the Middle Eastern ones. Only Dubai, Doha, and Kuwait. She doesn't seem to give much shit about the Canadian airports. I mean, I bet they're fascinating, but we don't see much footage of those. I wonder why.
I don't even know. Like, they take you in so many different areas.
Yeah, she didn't have a little buggy to get around.
There was nobody walking around, just like if you needed help that I could see. They didn't have a lot of access to trolleys.
Yes,
I was just
the
not
anxiety.
overall as impressed as I was with
No,
Doha.
you get the vapors and you pass out.
They do have a free taxi, like a cart to take you.
Yeah,
for,
that's the
and
Canadian
a
way
train
though.
and that, but
Right?
I don't know. There was just something.
It's just she's wearing a beanie.
I didn't like about it, and oh my gosh, did I wear my mask in the Dubai airport? Because honestly, everyone was sick. Like,
but what about your
sneezing.
asthma, Foodie? You can't do it because of the asthma.
And they were playing Christmas music. I don't technically celebrate Christmas, but the thing is like, it's ingrained in my culture. Like, I grew up with it. My whole family celebrates.
I like my airports direct. I like direct flights. I like to get it one and done. Point A, point B, no stopover in between. If I can do that and pay a little bit extra and get that quick flight, I'm doing it. Most of the times, like all the flights that I've taken international, you've got to fly to Sydney, and then from Sydney, it takes you where you go. But at the minute, Brisbane's got some direct flights, and they've got direct flights to Seoul, which is like so fancy. And you can get direct flights to Dallas now too.
You know, and I'm going to be seeing my family for Christmas.
Busy, but small.
I'm not celebrating the birth of Christ with them, but I'm celebrating just as a family, the winter vibes. And
as your health gets better, your anxiety will get better as well.
I'm kind of mixing the two.
You've got to take care of it separately from your health.
But
it will improve, I promise. Ooh, I've never been to
like
Zurich.
A full day that I didn't see.
I've never been to Europe, so I don't know what European
travel. But
like.
one day, and I'm just like, babe, I want to come home. You know, I miss you so bad. You know, and that's okay. I mean, we communicate constantly throughout the day and video chat. We don't go long periods of time without talking. So my plan going forward is
just hold on, guys.
I have a list of things I have to do, especially for like appointments and things I have to take care of. So I'm going to be doing that step by step and visiting people that I miss here, and also looking for my own place. I haven't had my own apartment fully on my own. So I think I lived alone for a very short period of time, and then I got a roommate a long time ago. I think I need to do that. I want to have my own little place, even if it's just a studio or like a small 1-bedroom. Rent is so expensive here these days. I was looking like, my gosh. But yeah, I'm prepared for that, you know, have everything I need for that. First and last. I haven't like rented, taken care of. I haven't worried about that stuff in a while. It's like, I don't know, I feel on my own because I didn't have to worry about that stuff in Kuwait, you know. Salah took care of that rental stuff. But me, now I have to, you know, do it myself, and so yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna get my own little place. I know somebody who has I was talking to a friend recently, in their room, they showed me they redid their.
Sorry, guys, it was just my work ringing, like, what, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I've got today off. I organised it last night. They're like, oh, just wanted to make sure you're okay, because they know I walk to work a lot, and they're worried that I'd be like jumped in the bushes or something. That's why I didn't show up, because I always ring if I'm late or something.
Their room. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I want to set up. I said, you got to help me. You know, I said, you have to.
I know, she acts like, because I've watched a little bit of this. She acts like she's lived in the Middle East for like 400 years and that she's always had Salah there to do things for her. It's like, you were an independent single lady for a long time living in the West. You know how things work. You've barely been, like, the 12 months that you've lived in Kuwait is not going to wipe away the other 38 years of your life living in Canada in the West. Like, get over yourself.
To help me when I get my place, let's have a girls' night and just do my room. I want my room kind of like yours. You have to take me shopping at your little hidden spots.
We are so because we're all too broke, too fat, too losery, don't have like the skills, the mental capacity to travel. So we are so fortunate to have this one teach us the ways of the airports, the airport for airline food, how that all works. You know, wearing compression stockings, would never have known that you'd have to wear compression stockings if you're a little bit heavy set on the plane. You know, the costs, the customer service, you know, all that fancy stuff that we'll never, ever get to experience ourselves because we just could never, absolutely could never do it. Couldn't manage it.
But when I get my own place,
poor.
I will definitely do the decorating with you guys and show you guys the end results and stuff like that.
On the other thing I love it how she's like, she's ringing her girlfriend and they're having like a girlfriend talk, like, girl, I love your style. I want you to come and help me. Who? Her mum? I bet it was her mum. Her mum or her sister. She doesn't have any female friends. What female friend? Who? She's got none left.
I think I also want to do some videos just like exploring
Nad's
different
indeed,
areas of Canada
Nad's
that
decorating
I like,
style. Perfect.
that I'm used to, or of
IKEA. Hey, don't knock IKEA. IKEA
my
rocks.
hometown in depth. Maybe with some story times. I have a lot of new subscribers, so welcome. Thank you. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers, and when I do,
do you think that Chantel could live at Missy Moo's house though? Like, seriously, like, oh God, that would be so good if we could have cameras on that, because Missy Moo's got all the crazy animals. She's got trillionty kids. She's got a husband. The place looks like it's just chaos 24/7. And we know that Foodie loves to live in chaos. That's her jam, right? But Foodie likes to live in her own chaos. She loves to live by her own schedule. That's what people with, if she's got true anxiety, anxious people and depression people, they love to live by their own schedule, by their own rules. They have their own space. If there's a mess, they need it to be their own mess. They can't have other people's messes. There would be brawls, there would be fights, she'd be angry, she hates kids. She could never live at Missy Moo's. There's children there. She could never live with kids. Not doable. So would Missy Moo have to send her kids off somewhere to Hogwarts maybe? No, Chantel couldn't live at Missy Moo's. Nuh-uh. Not with all the animals and not with all the kids.
I want to do something very special for you guys because you deserve it for following me for so long. So I really appreciate that. So yeah, I guess that's it. I talked a lot. I'm going to go have a nice breakfast for myself.
Oh, absolutely.
And
how is she going to get a place?
She's got insert a little picture
rental
here for
history.
You. I might insert at the end. So, so I just want to.
Renting is not something you can just throw money at. It's not like a bidding war. Well, if I give you $3,000
to catch up a little bit, I missed you guys. I just needed a bit of a break.
Oh, I don't think
just to unwind and mentally, decompress.
I think if anything happens, I think Nads is going to be chasing up Foodie. I don't think Foodie's going to be going after Nads. I honestly don't. I think she's done and dusted with him. Like, he's gross. I mean, he's no Salah, put it that way. He's no tall streak of gorgeousness, hairy Frankenstein gorgeousness. Isn't it funny? I just thought of it. So we've got Frankenstein, which is Salah. He's got that weird Frankenstein head. And we've got Gargamel, or like a vampire look, like, Nosferatu in Nada. Who's the next man? I mean, Salah has got a little bit of a wolfman look about him, but I look at him more like a Frankenstein. So we've got Wolfman. What are the other ones? What are the others? What are those things called? They are called Reapers. Not a Reaper. Those ones that... Oh, Wraith. She could date a guy that's like pale and pasty and wraithy. I think Pete's has got like a little bit of a Grim Reaper look about him. She seems to go for like the undead. She finds the undead look, the supernatural. The male aesthetic she's attracted to is the supernatural look. So literally just watch an episode of Supernatural. Whatever the creature is, Foodie Beauty's going to be all about that lifestyle. Yep, she loves it. She loves the undead.
I've been just emotionally...
There's no way. She couldn't do it.
And easily angered. And when I get like that, I'm just not going to...
Oh, you mean like a werewolf?
I'm going to log off for like a day or two. And take
a lick.
So, but yeah, I'm going to really try hard just to give attention to all the positive things in my life.
Yeah.
I feel very blessed and grateful. And, especially for you guys too. I don't know what the future holds, but we will see.
Necromancers.
So, yeah. I miss my husband so much and my pets. By the way, my pets are being super taken care of.
Oh, nobody cares about the pets. Nobody cares about Salah. Let's stop it from here because nobody gives a shit. You're a fucked cat mum. Nobody cares. Okay. Okay, so this one is the one I love this title because as soon as I saw it, I was like, she's just clickbaiting everybody, right? This one. I do love how she's trying to still push the good cat mum, good cat dad, happy married couple thing. I just love it how she's still pushing that, even though like something weird's going on. Oh, Salah just looks so giddy. Didn't he just look giddy? Okay, this. Oh my god.
Cameo today. Hi guys.
Wait.
Welcome back.
Wait.
Back to another video.
There it is. What do you see, guys? What do you see? I can't because I might get in trouble from YouTube. I see a plus size blow up doll. I do. I see a plus size Peggy blow up doll. She's got the mouth. She just looks puffy and like you know how they put the arms out like. She looks like one of those blow up dolls. She looks, it's looking very like these glasses are cute, just not on Foodie. I feel bad for her that she can never find a pair of glasses that fit her face. That's got to be really frustrating. It's got to be like never being able to find cute shoes that fit your feet. But to love sunglasses and just not have a single pair fit your face properly must be just so aggravating.
I know what you're thinking. I'm back in Canada. I know a lot of you expected me to just take off my hijab and for me to go live a lot. I know.
Yeah,
okay.
So bad.
So I have a lot of things to take care of and do. And
no shenanigans. The creepiest thing would be is, Oliver may look like it because she's got a very specific type. She would buy the sex doll and she would get one that would look like Salah, and she would do all the things to it that she wanted him to do to her that he never ever did. How creeped out would Salah be by that if she bought like a plastic version of him? Oh. Gross. And she sent them pictures of his hands. And so that when they made Salah, they would make sure that he had his pasty, girly, felt the touch of a woman hands. Like they look like dead fish hands. Like I reckon his skin, he looks like when you touch him, it looks like wet fish. Well,
I just find that the videos are more safe for me right now because honestly,
I hate that sweater.
It's just realistically, unfortunately, some people ruin the fun for everyone, right?
Yeah.
It's not safe for me to go live right now. I get stalked, I get followed around, and it's just not cool.
Who's stalking her? Who? If you're going live in your mum's back bedroom, I doubt FFG's going to rock up at your front door and be like, hi, Chantel, hi, can she come out to play? I doubt it. Who's going to the one that I'd be scared of, I wouldn't be rolling around Cornwall anytime soon. I wouldn't be popping into the local grocers because I feel like if she accidentally ran into Shannon, that would end up on cops. That would be like one of those body cam videos. I feel like that would not end well. And rightfully so. Yep.
So, I'm trying to safeguard my privacy. These were in my car. Remember these? I'm trying to safeguard my privacy right now.
Maybe she's scared of Nada. Who knows?
Yeah. When I'm settled into my own apartment or house, I'm not sure what I'm going to be renting. I will film like in the kitchen, my bedroom, stuff like that. I just won't show the outside of my location or anything like that. I'll be very careful. I'm being very careful this trip.
Oh, yeah.
There are literally like psychotic people who are on my tail, and it's just.
No, she's got the cat. Her job here is done. She's got the cat. The cat's happy. You're not having any fashion shows, public events going on. I think you're perfectly fine. I'd be more worried about crazy, like actual crazy people not knowing where you are. But are you at that point where you can't possibly live stream because you're worried that people are going to roll up on you? Get over yourself.
I'm trying to be more responsible for my own security and just my own privacy more than anything,
She's afraid of Marty, yeah.
So, yeah, this is a sweater.
No, she's scared of the lady. That lady, the lady with the kids, that's who she's scared of. That lady's got her quaking in her boots.
Penningtons. We will Penningtons bees. But this is from Penningtons and it's a 4X. So again, it just depends how it's made, where it's from, etc., etc. You know, I wear anything. The only place I really wear 3X is from Maurice's. They're made big. So if you want your clothes made big, I would go there. I wear.
Yeah, but Chantel, that 3XL is meant to be big on a person that wears 3XL. It doesn't fit you. It fits your shoulders, which are as narrow as all get out, but it doesn't fit your gun. That sweater looks like it's designed to be a loose fit sweater. It's meant to be big on top and then a little bit straighter on the hips, and it's tight around your stomach. It goes on your body, but it doesn't fit you as intended. It's not the right size for you.
We're between a 3X and a 5.
And the reason that she's like, oh, I fit into 3Xs from Maurice's because that's the biggest size. If she was to not buy a 3X from them, she wouldn't be able to buy anything.
X depends. So anyways, I have a busy day.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get my car serviced. Look, I'm not getting rid of this car. Like I said, it's paid off and I don't have
an example, and you're going to see part of my legs. Don't judge me, okay? This is what oversize is meant to look like. Oversize is meant to look like this. Okay. So from the front, everything's fine. From the side, it's too big for me. You can see it's clearly too big, but I like the looseness of it. If I pulled it tight, you can see I've got a waistline and I've got boobies, but it's flowy and soft. That's what oversize is meant to look like. Yep, that's right, guys. I'm built like a roller coaster. It's all curves.
To worry about car payment, so that's awesome for that. I haven't had to. I mean, this is the first time I haven't had a car payment. Like we have the SUV in Kuwait, and despite what a lot of people think, that's Salah's car. He pays his own. He's paid his own bills before me. He will continue to pay his own bills without me. Okay. You know, people say I'm broke. Well, then how can I afford to pay for 2 households and 2 vehicle payments, and all these debts I'm paying back? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. People are so willing to contradict themselves to fit their narrative, but it's just, anyway. So, yeah, I'm just.
Listen, Chantel is not earning enough money on the YouTubes to be taking care of 2 households, paying off all her debts, facilitating trips, blah, 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 blah. Unless Salah's got himself a job doing something, even then between them, the lifestyle and the things that they need to do, they would be either just making ends meet and barely having anything left over. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to be paying for 2 flats, one in Dubai and one in Canada, unless they've got their money completely separated and Salah's got himself a job. I don't know, but she's trying to make out like she's rolling in it and everything's sorted. I doubt you've paid off $60,000 worth of debt in 12 months, plus paying off the Kia in 12 months and facilitating the fancy new apartment in Kuwait and paying for a man who doesn't have a job. That on her YouTube income is not feasible. It's not plausible. It doesn't make sense. People know how much things cost. We are not babes in the wood. We understand the reality of what it is to like and live in the world and make payments and pay rents and mortgages and groceries and insurances and medical insurances and medical bills and cat bills. We know what all these things cost, and we know what kind of money you would have to make to be able to afford the holidays and the 2 apartments and the car payment on that crap ass car that you bought, the skyrocket that is the Cherry Tiggo. We know what the numbers are, and your numbers aren't numbering.
It's going to get this car cleaned up, detailed, serviced, and we're good to go. The Kia will be brand new. But yeah, I mean, you know, just other than normal wear and tear, it's fine. You know, I'm definitely not gonna get another car payment right now. So anyways, so yeah, I guess that's it. I wanted to talk about the hijab. Like I said, I know people are expecting me to go back to.
So Salah is the band, and Salah does his own gig. So who's paying for the Tigo? Is it Salah or is it Chantel? She said she completely pays. She owns the Kia. The Kia is paid off. She's paid it off. So what 2 car payments? And why isn't Salah paying for their car? He's the man of the house. Her money is her money, and his money is his money, and he's supposed to support the wife. She's allowed to pay for some of the stuff. She's supposed to keep her own money. Whatever money she earns as a Muslim wife, whatever she earns is supposed to be hers. But if it helps their household, she's allowed to use some of that money to pay. But technically speaking, the man's supposed to support the entire household. And it's a little embarrassing if he needs a little bit of help from the wife. It's not how it's done. But she's allowed to, technically speaking, help out where she can if it's all right between the both of them. But apparently what's his is his, and he pays for the house, and what's hers is hers. That's how it goes.
To myself, I mean, I can still be myself and wear a hijab. This is my religion. This is also, it's just, I'm
not your
gonna
culture.
stay covered.
Don't say
like,
it.
I know people think that I'm going to come back to Canada and completely take off my hijab. People are expecting it. And
yeah, because it's coming.
It's kind of
what?
Disheartening to see people think that I'm just taking religion as a joke. I'm not a perfect Muslim. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah, you're not a perfect Muslim, but you're not even faking it very well. You're not even trying. You're not even like learning. You're not even doing the most basic of the basics. Even people that don't know much about Muslims can see that you do fuck all to be Muslim. You don't behave like a Muslim. You don't talk like a Muslim. You don't act like a Muslim. The only thing you do like a Muslim is wear the outer wear. You just appear physically to fit the image of what people stereotypically think a Muslim would look like. The only thing that we see that you're doing, hence why we think you're taking it not so seriously, because it has nothing to do with your faith or your belief in Allah. It's simply because you are ashamed of your body and your chins. You like to cover it up because that makes you feel prettier and skinnier. Simple as.
I'm still pretty new. I mean, it hasn't even been a full year. And I just, I'm not perfect. No, not all the time. But I mean,
I think the Tigo is a work car. I think he works for someone or a driving company or something and has kept the plastic on, because that's fucking weird. Nobody does that, especially in a hot climate. Who keeps plastic on their seats in a climate where all you do is sweat? You are going to have puddles of sweat on that plastic. It is so uncomfortable. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's weird. It's fucking weird. That's why you have those nice fabric seats or the leather seats. You take the plastic off. In the summertime, it absorbs into the leather, and then you go and get the leather cleaned. That's the whole point of it.
This is a hijab, okay? I wear this because I have to cover. So for those of you, even though I've said
you have big chins
many times, there seems to be a lot of people who don't know. I have to cover everything except for my hands, sometimes my feet. When I pray, I cover my feet and my face. So I have to cover my neck always, and the chin. Yes, my double chin even. Okay, so yes, I have to cover everything. Now, when I'm in the house, I never cover anything.
You don't have to. You choose to. You don't live in a country where you're obligated by law or culture or faith. You weren't living in a country where you're obliged by law to do it. You do it because you choose to do it. You want to wear it. You want the excuse that I'm a Muslim so you can cover up your baldy ass head every day and wear something to cover your chins because you are embarrassed by them. We all know it. We know you know it. You know we know it. This storyline doesn't play out. No matter how many times you say it, it doesn't make it more true.
Anything. When I'm alone with my husband, I don't wear a hijab. But just because I'm in Canada, I'm not going to stop being who I am. And who I am, I've seen this comment a lot by people.
We know that this is not true because she used to have those sweaters that she'd wear up here. Remember the turtlenecks? She used to cover the chins up. She hates her chins most of all. She thinks she's got such a beautiful face besides her chins. She'd always be constantly doing this with her turtlenecks. She'd be doing like this. That's why we know, because it's an old thing, not a new thing. We saw that habit pre-hijab. She's just found a more efficient way of covering the chins other than the bloody turtlenecks.
People. And I'm not getting down on you. I don't mind. I expect this kind of reaction from people. I know people are finding it they're in disbelief that I'm Muslim still, you know. And I never thought I would ever be in this position. I would never be who I am today. But this feels like truly who I am. And you know, if it wasn't, yeah,
gross. I want to throw up in my mouth. Oh my God. Oh my God. That makes me feel really sick. I actually feel a bit vomity. This is who I truly am. Oh, that's gross. She's so fake. She's so fake. Now, if this is truly who you're meant to be, how come you never had this inkling, this strong and this palpable? How come you never started researching Islam or the faith or the clothing, or you're talking about it incessantly, obsessively before you met Salah? One day you're wearing a head wrap, next day you're wrapped in a blanket. I've got to be modest. Literally the day before Salah, you had your tits out, ass out, guts out. You weren't worrying about modesty then. You weren't obsessed with being a Muslim. Everything that you're into, you get obsessed by. It was a overnight switch. This is truly who I'm meant to be. Oh my God, she's so gross.
I would take it off easily, but I'm not ever going to take it off. Even if I'm never with Salah again,
and I'm catching up.
That's not going to happen,
Reid,
inshallah.
Look,
but
Reid, I promise the numbers will match. I will make the Vlogmas numbers match. Okay, I've got 2 Vlogmases that I've got to catch up on. I've got some content that I'm preparing. The numbers will be right. Okay.
Let's say we weren't together anymore. Me being Muslim isn't just have anything to do with him. You know, it's me too. So this is a decision I'm making. It's not, no one's forcing me to do it. It's
so Muslim people and Muslim women can't have friends at all. Like Salah is so uncool and not up with the Western ways that he can allow his Western wife a friend of 23 years that is completely platonic. Is it simply because he doesn't agree with Pete's views on transsexuality and gayness and politics? Is that what he's doing? Is he controlling his wife in such a way that she can't be friends with somebody that she was friends with for 23 years, that did so much for her to help her out over those 23 years, that was like a support for her, physical, financial, emotional, during those 23 years? Salah's that uncool and unsupportive and hating on anything different from his own culture? Is that the kind of person that Salah is? She can't have a male friend at all. Yet he's not following all the Muslim practices either. He's pretty loosey-goosey with it, showing thighs and knees and the shisha and the red rooms and all that good stuff. Like, he's not very particularly Muslim, you know. He's for someone who's so strong on my wife must be covered up and wear a hijab and be a hijabi. He's a bit loosey-goosey with his own way that he practices. You'd think he'd be quite conservative as well, wouldn't you?
It's a decision I've made all on my own. And while I'm in Canada and anywhere else in the world, when you see me in the public eye on camera, I'm going to be wearing a hijab. So those are the parts of my aura. It's called aura. I'm always going to cover. You're only going to see my face. You're only going to see my hands. You're only going to see.
Then there should have been a question mark. Or there should have been something after it, taking off my hijab, question mark. Or it should have been like, my thoughts on, or will I? The way that she said it is like, yes, I'm taking my hijab off. Like, clickbaity is all shit. She's gross.
That's pretty much it. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things. Yes, I do that. Technically, you know, a lot of people will argue against Islam wearing lipstick, stuff like that. To each their own. I'm not, you know, people shouldn't judge other people, especially non-Muslims. I have non-Muslim people who show their hair, who are trying to tell me what is an appropriate hijab. You can even look this up. Many Muslims actually wear the hoodies. As long as you're covering your aura, as long as you're covering, that's technically a hijab. I don't always have to wear a veil for it to be a cover, you know?
Yeah, correct. But why were you doing all of this before you were a Muslim? Why were you calling them hijabs and head coverings and all that stuff before you were even a Muslim? Why were you doing this literally the day after you met a man that you knew who wanted a hijabi wife? You didn't make that decision for you. You made that for him. You made it to make him comfortable. You reckon you're doing it to be sensitive to his culture. But what about being sensitive to your own culture and your own needs and your own wants? So pliable. What's he done to like keep up with your culture? What modifications has he made to make you more comfortable? Any? None? Some? One?
I don't know. It's just like, I mean, it's fine. You can go on hijab.com, HAUTE, and check for yourself. It's perfectly fine. So even in the Quran, it doesn't say you must wear a chiffon hijab to be appropriate. It just says cover yourself, like in the most general.
So why are you so worried about your hair popping out? Why are you always tugging at the edges and the seams, making sure that your chins aren't falling out? Why? Why is it always a skull cap and a massive stretchy hijab? If it's just to be covered, why are we constantly pulling and tugging at it and making sure the chins are all tucked in? It doesn't have to be that deep, does it? As long as you're covered, right?
Oh, vague sense possible.
I know. I kind of like that she's covered up, to be honest.
Fahrenheit. And I have the AC on, so Allah was like, "You need a winter jacket. Let's go," because they have a North Face at the mall, and I'm like, I don't want a winter jacket. Like, I'm not gonna wear it. I've had winter jackets.
She doesn't need a jacket. I think is what she's trying to say.
Well, I mean, I don't need one. I'm hot right now. I have my undershirt. I have this. I'm covered on my head. So, you know, I didn't even wear my scarf today. So, yeah, I'm just busy visiting. I'm going to be visiting people and taking care of appointments and everything like that. I have a lot of appointments to do. And I'm running into a wall because
exactly.
The weight.
She said that he doesn't expect me to wear it. I'm just doing it to be respectful. And then it turned into he wants a hijabi wife. So therefore I'm forced to wear it. It couldn't be like, we are so in love and I'm from the West and he's from the Middle East. And I've told him that I'm a Western lady and I will not conform. I'm not Muslim, so I'm not going to cover up. And nor am I expected to, even if I come to Kuwait as a Western tourist, I'm not expected to cover up. That could have been the narrative that she had with him, is like, well, I'm sorry, if you're expecting me to just fall in line and be a Muslim before I am, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work out. She could have stood her ground and just like held her own identity a little bit and sort of like asked him to like look into maybe her culture a little bit. And she was like, well, I'll look into a little bit. I'll consider it. I'll consider it for your needs. I'll think about it. Oh, no, not Chantel. She's hell for leather. Literally digging through the dryer for something clean and modest to wear, literally within 24 hours, like hell for leather. Impulsive, batshit crazy.
I called around. For most family doctors, is like 2 to 3 years. I mean, that's where the healthcare system is failing. Right now, let's say at the Montfort Hospital, okay? Right now,
This is why preventative care is so very important. This is why you don't wait till it gets dire before you start taking care of essential health appointments. You knew years and years and years ago that you had diabetes and you just ignored it for the longest time. You knew years and years and years ago when you had your hysterectomy that your hormone levels needed to be taken care of. You've known for a long time that you've got no gallbladder. You've known for a long time that you've got pancreatic issues. You've known for a long time that you've got a fucked up liver. But now it's become urgent and dire. You're bitching and moaning about the 2 to 3 year wait. Well, you've wasted 2 to 3 years. You've had money to book in with a specialist. You've had that kind of income to take care of your mental health. You've had the money in the past to bypass the public sector and go straight to the private sector, but you wasted that opportunity. Don't sit there and bitch about the universal healthcare that is too fucking slow for your multiple comorbidities for you. They're working too slow for you because you're an urgent case now, because you've let your health decline so fucking quickly and so rapidly in the last 12 months that it's now dire, that you're going to lose a foot or a finger or an earlobe or the tip of your nose through necrosis. That's your fault, not the healthcare system. They're working hard because they've got all the people to look after, not just super morbidly obese death fats. who let themselves get to this stage. They're taking care of cancer victims, children with cancers, heart problems, diabetes, mental health, amputees, war veterans, DV victims, people who've got emergency bloody appendectomies, work accidents, pregnancies. There's all sorts of reasons, not just the death bats who are desperate for weight loss surgery. Shut up.
I saw on the news, the wait time at the emergency is 20 hours. So, look.
Yeah, she's just waited for that.
It's just,
to get
I don't know
too
how long
bad.
it's going to take me. And that's why I'm here indefinitely for now, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to get the healthcare that I need. And, you know, there's long wait lists.
Why don't you go and get a better paying job so you could just pay the bills in Kuwait and Kuwait, you're right next door to Turkey. Turkey's the best for weight loss surgery in the entire world. It costs you about 10 grand. Turkey has the best weight loss bariatric surgeons in the world and the best aftercare. Turkey, right near where she was. Maybe that was something that you could have investigated. If weight loss surgery is what you wanted to do, you could have hired, or you wouldn't need to work yourself over weight loss surgery in Turkey, book that in, and then just pay a couple of $100 for your mental health care and just take care of your sugars with diet and pay a nutritionist. You could have worked it out in Kuwait. She just didn't want to. Or she's broke, or it's part of another grander diabolical plan. I still think she's getting Sarah to come over.
I have a lot to take care of, so
there's no way. The way this one goes on about her husband and flashes that ring around, there is no way that she would make plans to be indefinitely away from Salah. Absolutely not. And she would be crying, bawling, distraught, upset if that was the case. There's no fucking way. I think she's getting him and she's bringing him over. They're too sad to be apart. My health is such a great risk. I have to bring Salah here. I have to bring him over. We have to be together. I think that's the storyline. That's the storyline that I'm thinking, is that she's bringing him over.
I'm just going to need to be here for a while. And, yeah, so it doesn't mean I'm not going to ever see Salah. We can visit each other. But right now, and, you know, the pets are keeping him company. That's and ridiculous. I purposely, I could have easily brought her with me. Well, not very easily. I really am I feel so bad doing that, knowing that they're like going to be on the plane for so long and stressed out. I don't know. It's really stressful. But also, he wants them to be there. Like, the pets love him too. And Julia's close to him as well. And, you know, he's taking good care of them, and they're there to keep him company, make him less lonely. He loves the pets.
Why would you even consider taking Julia to Canada? Why would you even consider that? That's a great expense and a lot of stress for the cat when they've got a perfectly good home that they can be in. I guess Salah takes care of him. Who knows? He's a dipshit. But anyway, but Chantel's in no position to be looking after any pets. If she gets a cat while she's in Canada, oh my God, I want to punch a wall. No pets. Focus on your mental health. Focus on your diet. You don't need any extra work or anything else to stress you out. Just be by yourself for 5 minutes and just literally work hard and work on it. She won't, but this is what she should do, in my opinion, as a complete non-professional medical person. Just focus on doing what you need to do and forget about the fucking cats and hamsters and gerbils and ducks and pigeons and whatever else you've got on your brain. Just work on you. You don't even take care of yourself properly. Just take care of yourself properly, and then eventually maybe you'll be allowed to have a pet. But up until then, you're not allowed.
So he's someone who never was raised with a cat, and I said, you're gonna love the cats pretty soon. Sure enough.
I think she's working to get
started. Anyway,
it's been a year. It's long enough.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I better get going. I have a lot to do today. Oh my gosh, I have an appointment soon for the car, and
get another llama or something.
She's my friend. So that's why I'm dressed like this. You know, I'm not wearing a hijab or abaya. I didn't bring any of my abayas because people don't really wear them here, and I just wanted to be more casual here. Access to like bigger casual clothes in the winter here is probably makes me more comfortable. And also with the toque, it's a winter, so wearing a toque on top of like a chiffon, I don't know if I really like that look as much. So I'm just wearing.
Okay, I've just Googled something, just her bullshit story. As if any more confirmation was needed, a new study suggests patients in Canada now face the longest wait times on record. The study, which surveys physicians across 12 medical specialties, found that the median wait time between referrals from a family doctor to treatment now stands at 27.7 weeks, which is 5 months. No, it is 5 months is 24, 28. So what? That's nearly 8 months? Is that 8 months? No, that's not 8 months. That's 6 months. Just nearly 6 months. My math sucks. 52, 26 is 6 months. It's 26 and a half months. 2 to 3 years. My bullshit. That's bullshit.
Wearing an undercap. It's a hijab that goes to here, covers everything. And it covers my neck and my chins. If you want to say chins, whatever, I don't care. And I don't have to worry about it, you know. And then I have my hat on top of that because it's nice and warm. And I'm warm. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly comfortable this way. You know, I have no complaints. So, but as for taking off the hijab, no, I don't know why people would think that. People have so many
nobody cares.
Meat while I'm here because it's harder to access unless you go to a specific restaurant. You can buy it in the grocery.
Yeah, halal food, whatever.
And I really just, you know what I like? I like the feeling of a clear head. I was thinking of how I felt when I was like high.
Yeah.
And how, I think it's
when did she say that? When did she say that? Can I click it? How do I click it? I have a bit of a
trauma from all those wheelchairs. I swear. I don't
timestamp that?
Think I would enjoy it the same way. I want to turn a new leaf. I want to be different here. I don't want to go back to my old habits. I don't miss those. I never missed them. So when people say you look so much happier, I'm happy to be able to see my family.
I want to clip that for when the first time we see a high on camera. We're gonna clip that and we're gonna flop that in there just to remind her of what she said a couple of days ago.
And take care of things, but I'm actually really sad because I miss my cats and Salah.
Hello.
And I don't miss any of the bad habits I used to have. I don't miss them at all.
Oh, can we please put
so that's
some of the links? I keep forgetting. I'm so terrible. Oh, and like the stream. Can we please put Skinny Queen's link in the chat? Sunshine Country Chickens. If you want best chicken content on the YouTubes at Sunshine Country Chickens. And we've also got, I think we had Blondie in here before. Whiplash has got a channel. Shenanigans has got Twitter. Go watch Shenanigans Twitter. Put the link in there. Who else? There's a couple others. Yes. Can we just put the links? Hi, Aries. Links in the channel, please. But most importantly, Skinny, you're going live later, Skinny, I'm assuming.
That's false as well. So. Anyways, there's my sermon for today. Yeah. But other than that, hijab is staying on and I'm moving on.
Nice. Yeah,
so
whatever.
Like I said, my goal is just to keep, once I have more updates about health appointments and things, I want to share my health journey and that stuff. And
there'll be no changes.
Just share my journey of, moving out on my own. But eventually the goal is to live together again. But I have to take care of my things here right now. So
important.
But anyway, we'll see what the future holds. I'm taking it day by day. I'm just literally taking it.
Question, because she's nattering on. I saw footage of her doing a grocery haul. Did she delete it or something? Where's the grocery haul?
The mall in Cornwall to show you guys. Let's do some. And then I'll probably
at the end?
Yeah, see you in the next clip.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
My car is fine. The only thing I need done is some brakes, rotors, and pads. And after labor and everything, it's going to be quite costly. It's going to be like $1,500, but I'll have good brakes for a little while. So that's good. So I'm getting that fixed right now. And in the meantime, I'm enjoying some complimentary coffee and some Dad's oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
That's, So, chocolate oatmeal. Okay, yep. The diabetes is taken care of. Here's the good part.
Okay, you guys, I'm grocery shopping and look at the things I found. I got some pasta sauce for cheese.
How much sugar's in that?
And I got some Lunchmates, the turkey and cheese ones with a little Kit Kat. And I also got some stovetop. We don't have this in Kuwait. These are basically things I've been missing. We don't have in Kuwait. Alpha-Getty. Alpha-Getty is one of my favorite things ever.
Useless food.
And
no nutritional value whatsoever.
Look at all these things. Flakes of turkey. It's so good.
I
For
don't
sandwiches,
know.
I have some hamburger helper. I'm so excited
Salt,
for this.
sugar,
I've
thickeners,
been
crap.
really craving it. I can't believe it. And here we have some beef ravioli. I checked the
I
ingredients.
swear she checked the ingredients. Yeah, sure you did. All of these have salt in them to preserve them. She'd be better off getting ground beef and making her own sauces from diced tomatoes. Plus, it's cheaper. Why isn't she cooking? She's got nothing else. Literally, she doesn't even have Sala or the cats to look after now. All she's got to do is cook for herself. And she's there specifically for health, specifically there to get herself sorted. So if nothing else, she should be investing that time in cooking fresh, homemade, healthy, low sugar, low salt, from scratch meals. If nothing else, this is shit. This is literally just like drinking synthetic plastic poisonous crap.
There's no pork, so we're good to go. So I got a few cans of that.
Hey,
because,
Charlie.
you know,
Hi.
I love it. And a big block of
Oh,
cheese,
Ham Lover's
some
got a
soup,
YouTube. I'll have to
and
go and have a
some
look at
other
that one.
things.
I think I'm already subbed.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.
What's that weird
Bye.
thing? Is that meant to be a snowman? Anyway, nothing like my perfect cupcake snowmans that I made the other day. Everybody saw my snowmans, right? That was so scary. They taste amazing. Look, the cupcakes, I say they're a fail because they did not look what I thought they were going to look like. They were cute. I will admit, but it was like expectation versus the reality. They were okay for my first attempt, I will agree. But that white icing was everything. It is icing sugar, whipped cream. No, not whipped cream, that one. That was in the chocolate one. Icing sugar, little bit of butter, white chocolate, and marshmallow all melted together. And it was like, oh, it was so delicious. Very rich, but really nice. And it was like glue once it got hard. Oh, it was magic. And then the other one was like a chocolate cream topping. They tasted really good. They just didn't look like what I expected them to. I wanted them to be a little bit more, I don't know, magical looking, soft and cute. They just came out kind of like, I don't know, gothic and crazy, but they taste all right. I haven't eaten them all. Actually, my husband ate some, and I used the 2 leftover green ones. I tipped one upside down, and I put 2 layers of white icing in it, so it looked a bit like a Christmas tree. I had that last night for dessert. I was a bit scared, actually, because of the sugar. I was like, is this going to upset my tummy? But it didn't. It was fine. Okay, so now what we're going to be watching, because we've watched that one. I checked her channel. She hasn't uploaded anything this morning, so maybe she's going to upload that a little bit later. But for now, she hasn't uploaded anything new. Let me just refresh just in case. Nothing. Anything on the community tab? She's just plugging stupid Sala's fucking channel. Oh, and that beautiful picture of her as a reindeer. Not. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that one. All right, so get rid of you. Get rid of you. That's me. Okay, so I've picked a Katina Eats Kilos. I was going to do one that she did a couple of days ago because she's actually in South Korea. She did a tonkatsu, which is like a crumbed pork cutlet with curry sauce on it. But I decided to do this one again because I'm always blasting you about Korean stuff. So I was like, no, I'm going to leave them alone for today. So I pulled up this one. It is barbecue, half-sheet barbecue platter. And you know who I was thinking about when I thought of this one? Shenanigans. The barbecue platter thing just made me think of you because I think you said you've got some southern stuff going on, like you're like southern, and that made me think of barbecue. Wow, that's loud. That's super loud. Okay. But yeah, I thought barbecue, I thought shenanigans, I thought let's watch it. And if the YouTubes lets us watch it, we'll watch it. There we go. Right, the music. Pork in the ravioli. She said she checked though. She checked the ingredients. Bye, Whiplash. Have a great day. See ya. Bye, Travis. Oh, look. I have got a Christmas tree I haven't put up yet. It's a balloon Christmas tree, and it comes in like 2 separate parts that you put together. I'm thinking about trying to put that up today and putting it on the back lean. That looks yum. Massive, but yum. Bye, Sage. Come on. This year's the first year I've really been into the Christmas. I just haven't been feeling the spirit, but this year I'm like all about it. I'm so jazzed.
What is up, Kilo Crew, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm at Trax Barbecue in McCordsville, Indiana, where I'm about to take on their insanely big half-sheet barbecue challenge. Now I'm going to have 1 hour to finish everything that you see in front of me. I am so hungry and excited. I just watched Randy take this on, and I'm actually going to take it back. Not everything you see in front of me. I ordered some banana pudding because we're at a barbecue place as an extra side. So this actually isn't part of the challenge. So we'll scooch it to the side for now.
But she ordered it like she's going to have room to eat it.
On this half sheet, which includes 9-ounce portions of pulled chicken, pulled pork, brisket, and then also 2 of their andouille sausage blends. I also have to finish 6 of their corn hush puppies, a side of their mac and cheese,
what's a hush puppy?
Dill potato.
Is a hush puppy something that's like just got batter around it? That's what I think it is. It's like corn and it's got batter and then it's deep fried, because that sounds really good.
Salad and a side of coleslaw along with 2.
She's in Indiana, I believe. This one is at McCordsville, Indiana, at Trax Barbecue. It sounds really busy, so it must be good.
Slices of their double C thick
fried
Texas
cornbread.
toast.
Oh my
so
god!
I'm super excited to get underway with this. These guys are renowned for their barbecue, and this place is hopping packed full of people. So really excited to tuck into this. I will be going for the 6th spot up on the Wall of Fame here at Trax Barbecue. So excited to get this underway. If I am successful, I do get the $60 meal for free. I do get a groovy gift basket.
Are you kidding me? That only costs $60. That whole thing only costs $60. That's 60 American dollars though, isn't it? So that would be 475 Australian. No, it's probably about $100 for us. That sounds about right.
A shot glass, a pint glass, and I believe some homemade barbecue sauce. But anyways, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's pull our hair back and get this challenge started.
We don't have barbecue like this here. We don't have this. This is not what we call barbecue. Our barbecue is very different.
Y'all, I am flipping hungry.
Maybe I could do that. Oh, where's my pen? I need to get another pen in here, because this is what you guys call barbecue. This is not what we call barbecue. Our barbecues look very different to this. So I should show you what our barbecues look like. I should do like a little mini barbecue. I've got like a little mini hot plate, because we don't actually have a grill barbecue. We had my granddad's old barbecue that we got after he passed away, but then it got a little bit old and we got rid of it, and we just haven't replaced it yet. So actually I'm trying to convince the husband to put in an outdoor kitchen for me, but he's not going for it. So I'm thinking of getting like one of those little Weber or one of those little King's cooker things, like the little fold-up one, so we can take it when we go camping. But I have got a little plug-in hot plate that I can set up, and I could do an outdoor Aussie barbecue for you. Throw a couple of snags on, maybe a chop, do some rissoles. What else do we put on there? Some caramelized onion, maybe a couple of chicken breasts, and I'll show you how we deck them out.
Watched Randy do this, and he did a great job. He also included some like broccoli salad.
Oh, it's totally different from our barbecue. It's a whole nother culture.
I got banana pudding to eat along the way. Anywho, without further delay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It is barbecue eating time. All right.
Well, we call it barbecue because it's made on a barbecue. It could literally be anything, but there are traditional
stuff. Which is delightful, but definitely needs sauce. So we're gonna go for Old Yeller mustard sauce.
What is up, Kilo Crew, and welcome to the right side of the train tracks.
That is a winner. Wow.
Yes, I love mustardy barbecue sauce.
Sauce mode activated.
Honestly, the pulled chicken probably really did.
It's the same thing here. That's the same thing. If you put in the work and if you are really actively like wanting something, you will travel to go to a doctor that will service your needs. You can ask them to put you on a wait list. Call me. I will be there for that first appointment. Put me on a wait list, whatever it is. And a lot of stuff's online now, so it's a lot more efficient and it's a lot more real time. So if somebody cancels, that appointment comes a lot. If you're refreshing, if you're really serious about healthcare and getting accurate, speedy healthcare, you can do it, but you've got to manage it like a job. And she's at that point where she needs to. You can see appointments. You can go to the next suburb. And with the way Medicare's changed at the moment, a lot of places have stopped bulk billing because they just can't afford to. So we're just doing a lot more rebates. But they will let you know if they're taking on new patients. They'll let you know if they bulk bill, if the new ones do, and if the old ones don't. You just have to make phone calls. You just have to do the work to find the right doctor in the right place at the right time. You can't just sit back and be like, nah, there's no one. No one wants to help me. That's it. I made that one phone call that one day. I didn't email anybody. I didn't advocate for myself. I didn't put myself out there and let them know that I am a dedicated patient and I will show up for my appointments and I will be there if that slot's made available to me. Do you think she's done any of that? No. She's just like, no, it's going to take 3 years. And that's it.
Didn't even need barbecue sauce, but when in Rome and when there's so many barbecue sauce options, you gotta load up.
That is muy bueno.
Apparently that means it's really good when I can't even find the words to describe it.
We do cook prawns. We put prawns on the barbie. We don't put shrimp. That's an Americanism. We will make barbecue prawns, but we don't call them shrimp. I think that's one thing that annoys us Australians is that we don't actually throw shrimps on the barbie.
English. Had to switch.
I'm a happy camper.
Honestly, you can't go wrong.
Barbecue
Especially
potatoes.
with
I love look.
And awesomely.
I like ribs and I like the sauce that ribs usually come in. There used to be a rice and ribs place when I lived in another town. There was a little place down the road. I could walk down and get it. It was so delicious. But my favorite thing is a pulled pork sandwich. I love pulled pork sandwich and then it's loaded with the coleslaw and it has the thick toasty bread. I haven't had one of them in ages because I can't finish one and there's no point in ordering one because I can't even finish it because they're so thick and dense. But pulled pork, love it.
By a female pitmaster.
Final bite of chicken, that was amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think she's that serious.
Awesome.
I think
okay, next up is
going back to Canada,
which I'm excited to try.
Was another plot line. It is for something else. It's not for the health at all.
That is great sauce free. Let's try it with a little bit of their dill potato salad.
That shopping haul tells me she's not serious about her diabetes at all. Because if I was somebody who was panicking, I'd left my husband that I was totally 100% in love with, I would be probably morose. I'd be devastated. I would be needing time. I'd be like my life is just crumbling. My health is deteriorating. I'm now separated from the man that I love the most in the world. I'm not financially able to take care of these chronic, serious health issues, so much so that I've had to move back away from my husband. I'm separated for God knows how long. She rocks up to the grocery store and she's got all the salts, all the sugars, all the bullshit. We saw some broccoli, a head of broccoli in there. That's the only fruit and veg that I spotted. Maybe some onions. I would be looking at lettuces, tomatoes, broccolis, cauliflowers, green beans, carrots. I'd be looking at sweet potatoes. I would have lean meats. I would have fish. I would have chickens. I would have broths. I would have a lot of whole foods, right, in there to take care of my needs and to make nice, clean, nutritious foods. Chickpeas, lentils, those sorts of things. Not Chef Boyardee, and only because it doesn't have pork in it. She's not taking her health seriously. There's something else going on.
I feel like some mixy.
She's on the medicines. Medicines is going to
salad turns out to be quite the combo.
That's
I 100% agree.
This might be a massive
I agree.
bite, though. Let's do it.
You don't get as much meat,
Looks like we're
but it
reverting
tastes
to
better.
the old school team big bites moment.
Yes,
Of
mushrooms.
course,
Yeah,
the
for a
pork was
whole
amazing, but also
week.
the super dilliness of the potato salad was really unique.
See, I think this is the one thing that we've got to stop doing, assuming that when she goes grocery shopping, it's for an entire week. We've got to assume that's going to last her 1 or 2 days. I think when we look at it, we're looking at it the wrong way. That was just the next couple of days, and then we're going to go back and do another couple of days, and we're going to go back. We're just constantly going to be back and forth from the shops.
Me absolutely loved the flavor. It made it super bright and yummy.
I know,
Barbecue is
right?
one of my favorite food groups.
I think I'm an
Barbecue and
American at
pizza
heart.
have
I
to
think
duke
I'm
it
from
out
the
for the-
South. I think I was from New Orleans. Actually, I love New Orleans. I felt very, I don't know. Has anybody been to New Orleans? Anybody been there? And I don't know whether it's because like I'm a little bit, I don't know. I've got some really good intuition stuff. Like I feel things sometimes, like a little bit, I don't know, whatever. New Orleans has a very Jarella's in New Orleans. Could you agree, Sage, that New Orleans has a very different air about it, like a hum. It's got a different, and I'm not a very superstitious, supernaturally type of person. Like, I take it at face value. It's like whatever. But New Orleans, I don't know whether it's the history, all the stuff that's happened there, the voodoo, the religious, the mix of cultures. I don't know why, but New Orleans has a texture to it. There's a feeling like it's a deep breath in kind of feeling that I feel in my chest, even just thinking about it and talking about it. It's got a vibe about it that's different to anywhere. It's almost like you see New Orleans in bright Technicolor. It's got an eerie Christmas to it when you look at it. I don't know whether it's because I'm a kinesthetic person, but there's something about that place that's just very stark. And it was probably one of my last trip to America. That was the place that I really enjoyed the most, probably because I was with my best friend. But yeah, I remember New Orleans very, very vividly. Oh, you live close to there? Oh. Yeah, it's probably a mix of
All right, I'm going to make
energies,
a little pulled pork sandwich out of this Texas toast. Seems like a good move.
Oh, I bet he's got a nice
mild
accent.
barbecue here.
It's not dark and scary. It's just got a different kind of
habanero spicy. That ain't me.
That's the only way I can describe it. It's like a
this is about to look real cute.
Synergy or something about it.
Maybe not so much, but it was the best move of the entire challenge.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the antebellum houses are amazing, like gorgeous. And then you're on, because we took a tour, and our tour guide was amazing. And then we went and we went to the cemetery, and he gave us such a great history lesson. And then he taught us about the floods, about Hurricane Katrina and all of the devastation, and then why these blocks look like this, and the history behind those houses, and this part of New Orleans, and this part, and the levees, and all some of the dark history and some of the new history and all that. And it was such a good tour. I wish I could remember his name, but he was fantastic. It was really, really good to see. The only regret that I have is I didn't get to have a beignet. I really wanted to try one from that famous beignet place, but we just couldn't fit it in the time. We wanted to do a whole bunch of things, and we just couldn't stop and get back on and blah, 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 blah. But that was the only thing that I really regretted. We went out and had oysters and the seafood. We didn't have a seafood boil, but we had some of the seafood, and we drank lots of hurricanes, and we walked up and down the street at the night times, and it was really good.
Dang, buttery, garlicky Texas toast.
No, it wasn't sad. It just had a,
just come to Trax Barbecue, see for yourself.
Yeah, I was talking to them.
It's kind of like, okay, if I was to describe New Orleans as a person, okay, and this is simply the vibe that I got from it. If you were at a party and there was somebody there who was the life of the party, they were on, they were funny, they were, a bit tipsy and lively and a bit, just the life of the party, right? And then just sometimes when you look at them, you see a sad just look across their face. And then when somebody grabs their attention, they're back again and they're alive. Like there's the bright, fun, beautiful, gorgeous, historical side of it. And then I think there's just that sadness behind all of the bad history that's happened there, and the modern tragedies that have also happened. Like it's got a bright, beautiful face up front, but we know that there's a sadness behind it. And I think that's probably the hum that I'm getting, is like, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in that place.
Them later about
but
this,
it's a destination because it's a party town.
Slather the Texas toast in butter and then season it with
more
garlic goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, this was absolutely perfect as a vessel.
Yes,
for the pulled pork.
I'm very much like that. I feel weirded out and I'm jumping and hopping over things. We didn't really go too far into it.
Yeah, needed a.
The good thing about the cemetery there is that it was pretty easily defined. Like they had lots of headstones, very ornate. Way more ornate than our cemeteries. We usually just have nameplates. There are some places that have big statues and stuff, but everything was pretty segmented and it's pretty old, so it was well worn, like the pathways and stuff. But I'm very superstitious about that. I feel a bit icked out. I don't like that.
Yeah, palate cleanser after that bad joke.
Hi, different sage.
Opposite of the potato salad. These weren't too.
Oh, Biloxi.
That's the winner.
Going
Biloxi
all in with my
Blues.
hands again there. No
That's a
utensils
good.
needed.
I've seen that
going
movie a few
keto. I'm
times.
making pickle pork sandwiches.
Pickled pork
this movie is
sandwiches.
the picture
Okay.
of health, actually. Using pickles to pick
Bye,
up pulled pork.
shenanigans. See you
and that was
later.
a
Have
bit
a
of
good day,
tongue twister as
shenanigans.
well.
Or night.
Either way,
evening.
though, it was absolutely delicious, and just finishing up the pickles and pork here.
That is it for the pulled pork. I'm going to finish off these pickles and then on to the brisket.
Brace yourselves
Oh, it's a
for
lot.
pure glory when I dig into the brisket, by the way.
A little pickle juice for electrolytes.
When you've got
It
nice
was
warm
rather
weather.
hot in
But
this
it gets
place. I
cold in the
actually
winter, though,
needed 'em.
doesn't it?
Good stuff.
Probably
Brisket
like
time.
us. Yeah.
Ooh, that is tender. Wow. I can't even pick it up. It's falling apart.
Melt in your mouth may be cliche, but it is the perfect descriptor.
Try some of their
That
beer
looks
mustard.
So good.
There is a brewery actually connected directly to Tracks, and they helped with this
The
sauce.
beer
It
must.
was
She likes
magic.
mustard.
Praise.
They
Little
actually keep
dance.
the sauce behind the counter. It's not.
Does
in a
anybody have a food that
public
makes you dance like that?
sauce
Mine's
location
oysters.
because it is that legendary.
This brisket like melts in your mouth. It's like candy.
And there's that phrase again, but it's true. And honestly,
Wow.
the brisket didn't need.
I
sauce
hate
at
nothing
all.
worse than
It was
dry
just
brisket.
So,
It's
so
like-
good.
Brisket is gone, and I
No
am
kneeling in
sad.
your mouth.
I have been watching
I love
people
brisket,
eat
but if
these
it's
corn
dry,
hush
no
puppies
thanks, I
since
don't
I got
like it.
here. I've been mad jealous. Time to try it for myself.
Yeah, I sometimes do some creepy, heavy breathing while I watch people eat.
Stop it. That is next level. Just full of corn, flavor, life.
When hush puppies are
Ooh.
done right, they are basically the world's version of a savory donut. You can't go wrong.
Country fried
These were pure
steak.
happiness.
Is that with the
I'm going to
white
use some
sauce?
mac and cheese on this. Use the hush puppy as a vessel.
I remember this moment very,
I think I've
very
had country fried steak when I was at the
That
IHOP.
is the move.
Probably not the best
In
country fried
fact, do
steak.
this.
But
Scoop some mac, and then power bite it.
Yep, I am drooling watching this back. That was
yes, it
was
is. It's
good.
with the white sauce.
We'll do a coleslaw one too.
Now, I'm
Oh,
normally not one to
Is
rant
that
and rave
a
about
roux?
coleslaw, but this
Let me
coleslaw
see.
was exceptional. It was a little bit on the sweet side, but not too sweet. Had a good amount of kind of like a vinegar sort of bite to it. I really enjoyed it, and I also like it when coleslaw is a bit on the dense side and not too liquidy.
All right, let's try
Ooh.
some more of this potato
Caramel.
salad while these sausages cool down.
Yeah, I had a insider tip from some of the
Caramel
patrons that the
Oh, okay, yeah.
sausages will
Basically
stay
just a
hot
white
for
sauce,
a really
isn't it?
long time.
Final bites of the dill potato salad, and that is so flavorful.
I gotta say that
do you guys make corned? I think you guys might call it corned hash, like corned beef, like hot corned beef, like boiled beef that's been cured and then you cook it up. We call it corned beef. You might call it corn hash, and then you put the white sauce over the top. Do you have that? And then you have it with like veggies. Do you do that? Do you do a dish called, what would your dish be called like that? Or is that an Australian or is that an English thing? Maybe that hasn't made it to America. I don't know.
other than Tony's Butt Shack
Mashed potatoes.
fried
Yeah, I have
potato
had chicken
salad,
fried
this
steak. I
one
had it
is
when I
high
was
up
in
on my
America
ranking.
in 2010. Haven't had it since because it's not a dish we make here. We would call that maybe chicken parma with a white sauce, but that's not really something we would make. Maybe we'd put like garlic gravy over it, garlic cream sauce. That's not really a dish either.
This feels hot, but we're gonna try it.
It is
It's got some
weird.
good snap to it.
Yeah,
Corned
these were
beef,
really juicy and
but no sauce.
perfectly
Yeah, you
spiced.
can have it with
Went
white
down
sauce.
nice and
That's an
easy.
old
I
Julie
enjoyed
recipe.
these a
Hated it
lot.
as a
I
kid.
was nervous that
Hated
the
it.
sausage was gonna
I
be
totally eat it
spicy,
now,
but
though.
it's really not, even though it's andouille. It's
corned
pretty
beef,
darn
yeah.
mild and good. It goes great with the beer mustard.
A lot
Hash
of
and
people don't
eggs.
think I'd be a wuss about
Okay.
spice, but I really am, and I was
Hash and
pleasantly
eggs, let me
surprised
see.
by these.
Final bite of the meats, and then it's onto the side.
Down to pure carbohydrate, which is always my favorite.
Now remember, the banana
Oh,
pudding
okay.
isn't included, but I
Let
need
me
a
see.
sweet
I'll show
tooth
you.
break,
I'll show
and
you what
I
it
am
looks
going
like.
for some of this house-made banana pudding, including Milo wafers and fresh nanners. Cheers.
Fresh
I
nanners.
really needed an extra pint of banana pudding.
I love barbecue.
Banana pudding is like a barbecue staple, and I've been missing out on the past places I've been.
That is delightful, but I want to get my
There we
official
go.
time.
Corned
So
beef and
on to the
white
mac and
sauce.
cheese.
Mac and cheese is one of my favorite sides ever, as you guys know. So much good.
There we go.
I don't want to eat this fast.
Okay, this is something that my mum tried to feed me as a child. This is the dinner. This was like, ugh. This is the food that makes me leave the house. I can't be around it while it's cooking. I can't be in a house where you're making corned beef. The smell of it, ugh. But the taste of it's great. I couldn't eat this as a kid. This would just make me barf. It's just sliced up corned beef and then you put the white sauce over the top. It's just a roux, bit of salt, bit of pepper, bit of white sauce, bit of chicken broth over the top, and you just have it with mixed veg. That is corned beef with white sauce. Yep.
But Randy was being competitive, so now I can't enjoy myself, and it's his fault, wherever he is. As much as I was enjoying this.
Hash and eggs. I've heard of hash, and I've always assumed it's like chopped up corned beef. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Why is it doing this to me today? Let's get to the end. We're about here. We'll get close to the end. I do like the look of that.
Fight over it.
That pudding. Oh my God. I love a good banana pudding. So yummy.
I feel like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus when everyone's staring
mustard,
at him
no
while
white
he's
sauce.
pudding.
Yeah, like pastrami.
And they're eating
Is that
salad.
what corned beef is, like pastrami?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was one heck of a dessert.
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Even when I was younger, even before weight loss surgery, I could smash. In my teens, I could smash some food. But even getting into my 20s, I was like, no, I had to slow down quite a bit. I can't believe she ate all that and the dessert.
That was so good. Again, come out to Trax Barbecue. Try that for yourself. You can split the hash.
I get tired. I honestly think I would get tired, just all that chewing and all that. Oh, I'll get rid of that now. Just the amount of food, I'd get tired of all the chewing and just getting through it. Like, I'd be exhausted trying to eat all that food. But I guess they work out. They've got the cardio for it. Oh, and the sweat, you get the food sweats when you just, your body's just telling you to stop. No, don't do it. Now, I'm just going to refresh Foodie one more time and see if she hasn't uploaded, because she normally uploads at this time of day, and I'm thinking she's going to be doing stuff daily, right? Maybe she's too busy. Maybe she's too busy sitting at the doctor's offices for 400 years. But maybe she could organize, Zoom calls, Zoom appointments. She could do the hard, the health history part where, they do the lowdown and then they start organizing what tests, and you go and get your tests done, and then you get back the results, and then the doctor can start taking care of you from there. It doesn't have to be all done in one appointment. It's stages. And then that way they can refer you to the right people, the right specialists. And then you can, I don't think she knows what she's doing. But anyway, she'll figure it out. Her mum will surely help her. But anyway, guys, we've got through the content like troopers. We did it. We made it to the very, very end. Woo-hoo, look at us go. All right. So today I'm making rendang. So that's about a 4.5 hour cook because it's slow cook. So I just got to get that prepped. I'm going to film it and I'm going to upload it. I don't know how. I'm probably going to try and make it into like a 2 or 3 minute thing. And then I've got that might be my Vlogmas. I might just do it. Anyway, we'll see. I'll decide. But I'll be uploading that later today. I know that it's like whatever. I know it's just food and it's cooking, but I like doing it. And it makes me not hate channel because I've got diverse content. And it's fun to upload stuff that's not Chantel related as well. But I hope Bev, darling. I'm doing the rendang for you, Bev. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Oh, you're doing meatloaf. Oh, yum. Do you do meatloaf with peas on the side and mashed potato? Because that's what I love, meatloaf. And then do you put ketchup on yours? Like, do you have ketchup on your meatloaf? Because I love meatloaf with a bit of ketchup. Oh, you made kimchi. You made kimchi for the first time the other day. I hope it turns out good. I'm sure it will. You can eat fresh kimchi. You can eat it fresh, but it gets that sour fermented flavor is really nice. How long did they say to keep it? A couple of days? 5 to 7 days before you open it up? Because you can do it longer, but yeah, and it will just keep getting riper and riper and riper. It's lovely. But fresh kimchi is really nice with boiled pork. Oh my God, so good. Okay. I like peas. I love peas too. And kimchi is not hard once you get the gist of it. It's just a lot of steps. But once you get it down, you're right. And if you make a good amount, it'll last you ages. All right, everyone. Have a great day. I'm off to do cleaning and cooking today, doing wifey things, but not wifey things. I'm doing grown-up adult lady things. Grown-up things that grown-ups do. All right, everyone. Stay safe. Keep warm. Keep hydrated. Stay out of the sun. And, manifest well and appropriately. Bye, everybody. See you later. Have a good day.